What's happening, man? Yeah, man. What's up, man? What's cracking, y'all? Look at these goddamn coons, man. We gotta start playing ball the way they play it. We gotta start, man. Listen, man. Listen, man. I see that, conservatives about to fumble the bag and shit, man. Conservatives about to fumble the bag, man. Everybody hit the like button. We need 250 likes, man. 250 likes, man. Come on, guys. 250 likes, man. 10 contributors. 250 likes, 10 contributors. Knock it out, man. Everyone hit the like button. Everyone hit take the $5 challenge, man. So we can get this show started. The panel, everybody, man. I ain't slept since we ended the live at like 5 o'clock in the morning yesterday, man. I ain't slept. I've been up the whole time, man. Salute to Deluxe 247. You see the links. All that is them. I except for the Patreon, the Telegram, and the Discord. That's channel members that created that stuff, man. That's part of the Oc Nation community, man. Yes, RPDVK, man. RIPDVK. Make sure you get your RIPDVK shirt too in the Oc Nation merch store. We got RIPDVK shirts. I wore one. I wore it the other not too long ago. I gotta it's washed. I gotta wear it this week. Yeah, we got we definitely got RIPDVK shirts in the Oc Nation merch store. Yeah, he gone, man. He died, man. He passed away, man. Salute to Leroy Wicks, man. Shout out to you, man. Everyone hit the damn like button. Every single one of y'all smash that like button, man. Also, take the $5 challenge via PayPal, Cash App, or the Super Chat so we can get this shit rolling, man. Um Look at these coons, man. Look at these coons. Look at these bootlickers. You notice when black people meet with Trump, Democrats always call them coons, bootlickers. Look at them. Look at them. Look at those coons. Look at those Uncle Toms meeting with Trump. Why we don't do the same thing? Look at all these men. This the mayor of Kansas City. This the mayor of Atlanta. This the senator from Georgia. All these dudes went to Morehouse. He meeting with a bunch of people at Morehouse and shit. Morehouse men or whatever. All these Fucking coons, man. Look at these coons kissing up to the white man. Yeah, man. Make sure, J. Lou, make sure you go to the Ock Nation merch store and order your RIP DVK shirt. It has some of his last messages, some of the last comments he made on the chat. I put them on the shirt. The shirt is some of his last comments and a screenshot from the live stream that we dedicated to him when we got the news from PN. Well, these 30 years ago, these men was predators. Joe Biden ain't lie. But what I'm saying is the left played dirty. Conservatives too nice, man. Conservatives are too nice, man. Look at these coons, man. Bootlicking the goddamn president. Because you know if you were to meet... Look at this. Look at this. A goddamn African American and an African charged with marijuana possession. Oh man, marijuana should be legal. Well, it ain't in Kansas City. It ain't in Kansas City. Murder should be legal. These bootlickers, man. Look at her, man. She looked like... Look at that, man. Look at them all. Look at these mammies all kissing up to this white man, this reptilian white man. Yeah, well, I don't think she Joe type, man. I don't think she anybody type, man. I don't think she's anybody's type, to be honest with you, man. Everybody support the channel, man. Let's get the shit cracking. Everyone hit the like button, man. On both platforms. If you on Rumble, smash the like, man. Support the channel, man. If you on YouTube, hit the like. Support the channel. Let's get 250 likes in here early, man. 250 likes, 10 contributors, man. Shit should be easy, man. That ain't nothing, man. That ain't shit, man. When you think about it, that ain't nothing, man. Yeah, giving free stuff does not work, man, the way you think it does. It does not work the way you think it does, man. Free stuff? No, sir. Don't do that. No thanks, man. No thanks. No, I'll pass on this. Look, they trying to subliminally salute the Platinum Pig, Ock Nation Hall of Famer, man. Coming through once again, man. 9 more contributors, man. 9 more contributors, man. Everyone hit the like button. We need 250 likes, 9 more contributors. 250 likes, 9 more contributors, man. Salute to you, man. Platinum Pig getting the ball rolling, man. Look at these coons, man. Look at them trying to subliminally hypnotize you with these subliminals, man. Honor black women. This shit should be illegal, man, to put on the internet, man. God damn, this dude is a creep, yo. And listen, this right here, I listen. This one right here, where he said he didn't want his kids growing up in a racial jungle. Salute to Deluxe 247, aka Cal Ripken, aka the real MVP, coming through once again, twice already. Salute to Deluxe, coming through twice already, man. Mount Rushmore, man. 8 more contributors, man. 8 more contributors. Drop the link, man. We need 8 more contributors, man. 8 more. Support the damn channel, man. Hit the like button. I want 250 likes too, man. Hey, listen, man. I don't have a problem with Joe Biden saying this, man. Biden said integrating black students would turn schools into a jungle, a racial jungle. That's true though. See, that's the thing about it. That's true. That's true. And yes, we should bang on him for that. But amongst us, publicly, yeah, those fucking dumbass Democrats, they support the man that's called it a racial jungle. Yeah. But behind closed doors when nobody looking, man, that dude was right, man. He was right. Niggas turn everything into a racial jungle. Everything. Okay? Niggas turn everything into a racial jungle. Shit. We got a lot going on, man. Salute the Platinum Pig. He said Joe Biden used the N-word 13 times during Senate hearings in 1985. Why is that tape not everywhere? Why is that tape not everywhere? If you got that, send it to me. I'll make a video on it and I'll put it out there. But why is every conservative not making a video of that? Why is every conservative YouTuber, if that tape exists, truly exists, Platinum Pig, why hasn't every conservative YouTuber made a video about that? I'll make one. Send it to me. Oh, it was a long time. Shit, ain't no long time ago. They still going after Trump because some fat black woman with 8,000 kids didn't pay her rent and got kicked out of one of his properties and sued him. And that shit happened in the fucking 70s. Everyone hit the like button, man. Smash the like. Yeah, if you find that, man, send it to me and let me know you sent it, man. Speaking of racial jungles, man. Speaking of racial jungles, man. While we're on the topic of racial jungles, everyone hit the like button, man. 250 likes, man. Start the show, man. 10 contributors, man. Start the show.
Developing right now, a young mother gunned down as her 2-year-old child looked on. Atlanta police are looking for several suspects tonight in that shooting. It happened at Cary Park in northwest Atlanta. Our Erica Murphy spoke with a community now concerned about recent gun violence in the
killing, shooting, stabbing, a lot. Children not even safe to play in the street because get what, they barely have a playground because get what, the adults take over the playground because they want to shoot.
The adults take over the playground. I've seen that so many times in black communities where they'll build a rec center and a bunch of 30, 40-year-old niggas hanging out there in tank tops and shit and sagging pants. The fucking playground full of black and mild tips and fucking cigarello guts and synthetic weed wrappers all in the fucking playground. I've seen that so many times, man.
It's in the
killing, shooting, stabbing, a lot. Children not even safe to play in the street because get what, they barely have a playground because get what, the adults take over the playground because they want to shoot in broad daylight.
This resident has lived in the Cary Park neighborhood for about 10 years and says violence is a way of life there. The most recent victim,
Violence is a way of life in Cary Park. It's a way of life. Violence is a way of life. Salute the Pro Bowler, man. Pro Bowler. Shout out to Pro Bowler. We need 7 more contributors, man. 7 more contributors, guys. 6 more contributors. Charles says, why isn't the video of Biden eulogizing Robert Byrd, a former Klan member with Obama in attendance, circulating? Send it to me. I'll circulate that motherfucker. Send it to me. Send it to me. I'll make the video, and I guess it's up to y'all to share it. Then it's up to y'all. that usually doesn't go too well, but I'll make the video, man. Send that shit to me, man. Send it to me. I'll do it. What? Charles says, why isn't the video? Okay, so we already did that. Let's go, man.
Violence is a way of life there. The most recent victim, 21-year-old Naja Cox, was gunned down in a car this morning with her 2-year-old child inside. Police say the shooting on Central.
That woman got gunned down in a car with her 2-year-old child inside. You understand how tragic of a story that is? Do you understand how tragic of a story that is? That's worse than some Negro getting shot by a cop. That's worse than some out-of-pocket Negro getting shot by a cop. This woman was riding in a car with her daughter, and some niggas just sprayed it, and she died in front of her daughter? That's horrible, man. That's a horrible story. That's way worse than some nappy-headed goddamn bank robber getting shot by a fucking cop.
Child inside. Police say the shooting this morning with her 2-year-old child inside. Police say the shooting on Center Street near Hightower was targeted.
The surveillance video that we viewed, the vehicle is traveling on Center Street, and a few males open fire as the vehicle drives by, striking the decedent.
Residents say Cox lived in a nearby apartment complex where they have been plagued with crime.
It go on every day, all day out here. I mean, you have to watch your kids. Kids out here playing, you get shootouts during broad daylight.
Listen to how these people live. And these are the people that talk the most shit and accuse white people of all types of grievances and shit. Listen to how they listen to what these people say, man. Listen to them describe their own neighborhoods.
Killing, shooting, stabbing, a lot. Children not even safe to play in the street because get what, they barely have a playground because get what, the adults take over the playground because they want to shoot in broad daylight.
This resident has
Listen to them describe their neighborhoods, where they live. How you letting these people run the country? How you letting these people have so much say-so? They can't even get their own shit together.
Go on every day, all day out here. I mean, you have to watch your kids. Kids out here playing, you get shootouts during broad daylight. It's just not shocking. It's like air.
According to Atlanta Police crime mapping data, the Cary Park neighborhood has been the scene of 5 aggravated assaults since March of this year. Back in February, Dion Green, a contractor working for the Fulton County Medical Examiner's Office, was killed in the same area as Cox. Police
Wow.
say they can tell from looking at surveillance video that there were 3 suspects involved. They are asking anyone who knows anything to call Crime Stoppers. Reporting from Atlanta, Erica Murphy, 11 Alive News.
These people are savages, proto-humans.
2 people are in the hospital after being shot on Jacksonville's west side. This shooting happened at the Argyle Lake Apartments that's near the Oakleaf Town Center.
They both suffered non-life-threatening injuries and are expected to be okay. News4Jax reporter Alicia Hatcher joins us live from the scene. Alicia, what can you tell us so far?
Janice, the scene is still active. The car is still here. You know, we've been out here since a little after 5 o'clock this afternoon, and the car is still in the same spot. Now, I know investigators have been out here for a few hours. They did turn that car off, and they did close that passenger door. When we first got here, the car was still on, and the passenger door was open. This roadway that connects this plaza right next to the Walgreens is still roped off, and they have the crime scene tape down there, as well as a cruiser. Crime scene units and a few JSO cruisers did just leave the area about 15 minutes ago, but they said they still are investigating. A man and a teen are recovering after being shot multiple times. The man and teen were sitting inside a car when they were approached by possibly two individuals.
Second shooting in a row where somebody was sitting in the car and got shot. Salute to Gouch Merlot, man. Gouch Merlot. She said, salute Charles. Shout out to you, Gouch Merlot. Shout out to Barry B, man. Barry B in the building. We need 4 more contributors, man. How many likes we got? We need 250 likes. 4 more contributors, 250 likes. And we in there, man. We bring the panel up, man. 4 more contributors, 250 likes, man. Oh, yeah, we at 123. We halfway there, man. We halfway there on the likes. We need 4 more contributors. Look at this community. And these the people that's running their mouth the most.
The area about 15 minutes ago, but they said they still are investigating. A man and a teen are recovering after being shot multiple times. The man and teen were sitting inside a car when they were approached by possibly two individuals. Those individuals shot into the car several times, hitting the man in both of his arms and abdomen and hitting the teen in his leg and back. The man and teen fled from the apartments and drove to a nearby clinic where they were transported to a hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. As we were walking around the plaza where the clinic is located, we spoke to a man who witnessed the shooting.
So he was shooting, right next to a playground. I'm just happy that no one else was hurt. And
second story in a row. The first story, the guy said the kids can't even play at the playground because the adults want to shoot. This story, guy shooting near a playground. These people are effing savages. Press 1.
And that, none of the kids were hurt because my sister's kids were outside as well.
Have you been speaking with your neighbors in the area, seeing how they're feeling right now?
Yeah, my one neighbor that's right to the next door to us, she's very shooken up. She's scared. And she was talking to her husband about it as well. I hope that whoever was shot at was okay.
The care spot, urgent care, is still open and people are still inside. Investigators say they have not been able to talk to the victims because they are currently undergoing surgery, but they are asking anyone with information to call them or Crime Stoppers. For now, reporting live, Alicia Hatcher, Channel 4, the local station.
Wow.
We are learning new details tonight about a deadly DUI.
2 people are in the hospital
tonight after several people reached out to News4Jax about their government electronic benefit transfer card being skimmed.
Each instance happened at a different local store, one on Dunn Avenue, the other on Norwood Avenue, but the charges came from the same store in Chicago. News4Jax reporter Alicia Hatcher breaks down what we know.
So, yep, that's the skimmer right there.
That was Shannon Adams showing how his mom was skimmed at a gas station.
My mom left a review. It's like a funneling thing. They get the money from this 7-Eleven and funnel it to a store in Chicago. My mom leaves a review to the Chicago store like, yo, y'all just took $500 from me. Somebody calls my mom like, yo, you stay in Jacksonville? Because somebody just stole $700 from me and they use it at this same store too.
Just a little over 6 miles away from that gas station, LaQuanda Griffin was skimmed at a store by the same company.
We got us something to drink, grab a couple of bags of chips, and I checked out. I spent about $14.55. Left out of Family Dollar.
A few hours go by and Griffin's mom tries to use her card to grab them groceries.
So my mama calling me and I'm like thinking she's calling me to tell me that she's ordered the stuff. But she's calling to tell me that it's 78 cents on my card. And I'm like, no. No, mama, it's benefits. So I called and I had 78 cents on my card. So now I'm confused because I'm like, how and where did $522 go at? I only use it at one place.
So learning that you were scammed, what was going through your mind?
I felt so many different things because now here it is, I'm looking at my child who was just in the store picking up things that she wanted, and I had to leave them in the basket and walk out because somebody stole from us. I felt useless.
Now Griffin is waiting for the Department of Children and Families to investigate before her funds are refunded. Alicia Hatcher, Channel 4, the local.
Shout out to Hot Black, man. He says, if they ain't show they face, you already know the race. Facts. 3 more contributors, man. 3 more contributors. Let's see how many likes we got, man. Let me see how many likes we got up in this bitch. 139. Y'all need to get on that like button, man. Everybody everybody who has not hit the like button yet, please smash the like button right now. Everyone who has not hit the like button yet, please smash the like button right now. Three more contributors. We in there, man. Let's see, man. What else is going on here? Oh wow. Oh wow.
Tierney Wilkins. Please stay seated. Please stay seated.
Well, just hours ago, we learned that a school security officer was injured.
Hey, that Negro threw his diploma. That shit ain't mean nothing anyway. Getting a diploma from one of these schools, man, that shit don't mean nothing anyway, man. 90% of the kids can't read at their grade level. You ain't gonna be if you can go to community college, you better go to community college. You better not try to go to no real college from one of these schools. He threw that shit. He like, fuck this shit. This shit a weapon. This Negro used his diploma as a weapon. He used his diploma as a weapon. Damn.
Well, just hours ago, we learned that a school security officer was injured as he tried to stop that fight. WRAG's Jessica Knox spoke with his wife and an angry parent.
Parents are outraged after what happened at Hamilton High School graduation last night.
They said love Hamilton, absolutely.
What y'all want me to say, man? Y'all waiting for me to say something, man? What do y'all want me to say, man? What do y'all want me to say? You tell me what to say, man. You tell me. And listen, this is the news. This is the YouTube algorithm. This is what the local stations are putting on the news. These are local people they're interviewing that are talking. Jesus Christ, man. Hamada Bosha.
What happened at Hamilton High School graduation last night?
They said love Hamilton, absolutely.
They didn't show that last night.
Okay, then. They did.
Quita White says what she witnessed Thursday night at the Renaissance Convention Center during her son's graduation is ridiculous.
How do you fight at a graduation?
In this video, a student is escorted out by the school's security officer. That's when things escalate and the student
How you get escorted out? Thank God they had these school security guard officers there. Thank God they didn't listen to women like this, who few years ago, women like this were asking for the fucking school security officers to be taken out of the schools because of George Floyd and shit. They putting our kids in danger. Could you imagine what this fight would have been like if these officers weren't here, these security guards?
Ordered out by the school's security officer. That's when things escalate and the student throws his diploma at another child's neck.
It's a time for celebration, so why is everybody fighting? Why are you angry? What's the problem? Tell me.
According to Memphis police, this started when a student started flashing gang signs. Memphis
Listen, man. What do y'all want me to say, man? What do you want me to say? I'm speechless. I'm speechless. These fucking apes leave you speechless. Everyone hit the like button. Everyone who has not yet smashed the like button, please hit the like button right now. We need 3 more contributors so I can drop the link. 3 more contributors.
Memphis police, this started when a student started flashing gang signs. Memphis police say the security officer tried escorting him out, but that's when the student threw his diploma. The security officer grabbed him and detained him. The student was able to jump over 3 rows of seats and started fighting the student he hit with a diploma. They say that's when 2 other students jumped in and one had to be pepper sprayed. The wife of an employee who was at the event says her husband is injured from the fight.
He has a big bruise on his left eye. They broke his glasses. His ankle is, the front of his foot, it looks like it's fractured.
According to this woman who does not want to be identified, this all stemmed from a prior incident between the 2 students. She thinks those 2 students should not have been at the graduation in the first place.
Now, they were not in school, but he gave here's the packet that you guys can come and walk. No.
What I tell you, these 2 fools that started fighting weren't even in school. They weren't even going to school. They just let them graduate. They let them graduate. And somebody earlier said giving sons free stuff does not work. You gave these 2 fools free diplomas and they started a fucking riot at the graduation. Some people don't respect free shit.
Stemmed from a prior incident between the 2 students. She thinks those 2 students should not have been at the graduation in the first place.
Now, they were not in school, but he gave here's the packet that you guys can come and walk. Knowing that knowing that this was the end of the school year, knowing that these kids were vowing to get each other.
White says as a parent, this was hard to see.
Memphis have a huge problem, period. Not just with, it's a real problem with youth.
Reporting for your news leader in South Memphis, I'm Jessica Knox, WREG News, Channel 3.
Bringing chaos now to the graduations. And the graduation did continue that night, but all suspects and victims were either issued juvenile summons or a misdemeanor citation and released to their parents. We reached out to the Memphis School District for a statement, and we're still waiting for a response from them. All right, more news.
just over a month after Cleotha Abston was found guilty.
Remember this ape? This is the ape that raped that white woman jogger. That heiress to the $1 billion company. She was an heiress, and she was jogging at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and this ape was cruising for a bruising, and he saw her, and he dragged her into his car, killed her, and dumped her over by some apartment somewhere. And then they found out that he had raped several other women, and the rape kits hadn't been tested because Memphis is a shit show. Him, yeah, he growing dreads now. Look at him growing dreads, man. Ain't got a scratch on him. He getting fat and everything. Look how big he got. He been in there eating good, getting his hair done. What a life, man. What a country, man. What a country, man. What a great fucking country, man. Salute the future ambassadors. He says, thanks for the consistent hard on the channel. Whoa. Whoa. No diddy. Lots of content and commentary I wouldn't see. Yeah, now you ain't gonna see none of this on the other channel, man. It's the only place, man. This the only place, man. It just ain't. Sorry, man, but this the only place. 2 more contributors, man. 2 more contributors. Yeah, it don't happen nowhere else, man. It's the only place. We done covered so many stories. We done covered so many stories. We done covered so many stories that we know. Listen, if you Arc Nation, you know everything, man. Shout out to my man, J. Lou, man. J. Lou, man. Salute to J. Lou, man. Getting it cracking, man. He said to the great show tonight, Ox. Shout out to you, J. Lou, man. Everybody in the house, hit the like button, man. Every single one of you, hit the like button right now. So I can drop this link, man. We got our 10 contributors. Shout out to the lovely Stephanie McCoy, man. Became a member. How are you not a member? How are you not a member? That's crazy. Everybody on Rumble also hit the like button, man. If you on Rumble, hit the like button. If you on YouTube, hit the like button. Wherever you watching, hit the goddamn like button, man. $203. All right, man. I'm gonna just go ahead and drop the link, man. We got 200, man. Maybe I need to make it 200 instead of 250, man. Maybe I need to make it 200 instead of 250, man. We got the 200, man. We're 200 is fine, man. It's fine. Link is in the description box. Link in the description box, man. Link in the chat. Link in the description box, man. Hot Black in the building. What's happening, man?
What up? Cleotha looking the part over here, man.
He looking good, man. I will say this, man. He was kind of gaunt, man.
He ain't missing no meals in there.
Nah, man. And his hair was all jacked up. He got a nice hairdo. He's filled out. You don't have a scratch on him. So the guards, the racist white supremacist guards, haven't been kicking his ass for killing that white.
Yeah, like going silverback on that white lady, beating her to death after raping her.
Yeah, the supremacists, man. Y'all suck, man. Salute to Pamela Henderson, man. Pamela Henderson coming through once again, man. Yeah, man. White supremacy takes the L again, man.
White privilege.
Yeah, man. And this guy, man, salute to this guy, man. He's winning, man. Listen, he's winning. He raped countless women. They haven't even tested all the rape kits in Memphis. They got a backlog of like 20,000 rape kits. So they don't know how many people this guy raped. So
could be a few, in my estimation.
Yeah, he's been connected to several other rapes.
Probably a whole gang of sisters.
Oh yeah, it was a sister. It was one of the ones they interviewed was a sister. Yeah, he down with the Brown.
You guys are missing the point, though. We need to figure out what we went wrong, and how can we prevent it in the future. The root causes.
Well, the root causes right here is horniness, being horny.
Just over a month after Cleotha Abston was found guilty by a jury of his peers for unlawfully possessing a firearm when he raped and kidnapped Alicia Franklin in 2021, the 40-year-old was back in court Friday.
You waiving your rights to a formal sentencing hearing, and you've agreed to the maximum sentence on all of these counts.
80 years.
So he was. This is a different woman. This isn't the heiress, Alicia Franklin. This is another woman. He's
right. This is the sister before the heiress.
Hearing, and you've agreed to the maximum sentence on all of these counts.
80 years in prison, Judge Lee Coffey revealed is Abston's new reality.
His attorneys and him and everyone saw sort of the writing on the wall, given his criminal history, given his institutional behavior over the years.
That behavior was shared in court.
Tested positive on another occasion with drugs while in custody, refusing direct orders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 incidents of indecent exposure, strong armed robbery.
The judge saying there were more than 30 infractions.
And some people definitely weren't doing this in the 1860s. There's definitely no. That was all extrajudicial killings for no reason.
Yeah, it's just fun, man. They, pick a nick. They were just having fun, man. Yeah, this is. Listen, salute to this judge, man. A mammy would have probably gave him like a life sentence with eligible parole at 25 years or some shit like that. But this judge gave him 80 years to guarantee he dies in prison.
There were more than 30 infractions in which Abston has been in trouble for.
The transgressions that the judge described tonight to justify the acceptance of the plea were related to prior sentences. So they have nothing to do with this behavior right now.
Abston's defense team saying their client did not have much to say on what's essentially a life sentence.
There's two ways to handle a sentencing hearing. One is to agree with the maximum sentence. The other way is to have a circus, and we wanted to avoid the circus.
In the end, Abston sat seemingly unbothered, looking down and even playing with his fingers, as the judge reminded him as to why, for the next 80 years, he would be
He got them long ass nails.
Yeah,
I hate that shit.
He's a savage, man.
Gun to her face, to her neck, told her, quote, "If you say anything or move, I'll kill you." This is especially troubling.
Judge Coffey with some strong words. In the end, Cleotha Abston agreeing to 80 years. However, things are far from over. He has been ordered back to court. June 17th will be there as well. Reporting for your news leader inside the CJC.
Yeah, man. Now we just got to get to the other 6 rape cases.
Channel 3.
And
man.
New at 6, wraps.
Man, yikes. Yikes, man. Oh, yeah, we got to get to that, too. Oh, yeah, Wicked, man. We got Wicked in the building, man. Might as well do this one.
Well, tonight we're learning new details about the suspect in last month's attempted kidnapping in the West Loop.
Court documents show Jason Lazaro is a Venezuelan migrant who had previous run-ins with the police. WGN's Andrea Medina joining us live for more on that. Andrea.
Smish.
Micah and Ray, while CPD
Mush.
has referred to this case that happened in West Loop as an attempted sexual assault, prosecutors today did not charge Jason Lazaro with any sex crimes, but the judge did order him to stay behind bars, saying he's a threat. Now, the alleged attack happened a month and a day ago, and surveillance video you're about to see shows the moments before it unfolded. Just before 5:30 in the morning on Sunday, April 14th, surveillance video shows a woman walking on the sidewalk of the 100 block of North Carpenter Street with the purse hanging from her shoulder and her phone in hand. Then, less than 10 seconds later, a man with a striped jacket is seen walking quickly from across the street in the woman's direction.
We certainly don't want that kind of thing happening here.
Laura Pereira calls West Loop home and is disturbed to know a man allegedly tried to sexually assault a woman last month in an alley near Carpenter and Randolph Streets.
I walk this street every morning at 5-something in the morning to go to my workouts, and I heard about it. I was certainly concerned.
The man accused of this crime is 19-year-old Jason Lazaro, and he appeared
19 years old.
Well, like I said earlier, right, we had to figure out the root causes, and we just need to love it more, and yada 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 yada.
The root causes is you motherfuckers not being in your own country. That's the root cause.
Whoa! I know you ain't talking, Chief. I know your ass ain't talking.
I mean, shit, man. If this motherfucker was in Venezuela, and this shit wouldn't happen. Press one.
And if y'all was in Africa,
Yeah,
this
hey,
would be happening here.
if I had to vote on who to send back first, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I'm sending the Venezuelans back. We ain't leaving. Fuck that.
Don't get me wrong. If it was up to me, we put them on like a piñata and beat them like a piñata.
Yeah, man. I mean, listen, man. Like, at the end of the day, man, he can only do this because he's here. Like, he couldn't have done this to this woman from Venezuela. Sons, they here, man. They from here. You can't stop them.
I feel you, but to be logical, to be factual, this motherfucker is not from here too. Like it or not. Whether we like it or not.
Shit.
appeared in court on Wednesday. Lazaro told the judge he's from Venezuela and arrived in Chicago last October. He's facing multiple charges, including kidnapping with force or threat of force, aggravated battery in a public place, and unlawful restraint. Court records indicate he was on pretrial release on a retail theft charge at the time of the attack. In court, prosecutors say the victim was on her way to pick up a friend to take to the airport when Lazaro said hello. Prosecutors go on to say the victim told police she did not respond, but Lazaro started following her, and it's when she called a friend expressing she didn't feel safe. Prosecutors allege Lazaro grabbed the victim, putting one hand over her mouth and the other on her waist, and dragged her into an alley. Prosecutors say the victim dropped her phone but managed to bite Lazaro's index finger. Prosecutors also say Lazaro then threw her to the ground, injuring her cheek, elbow, hand, and knee, but she was able to get away. Shortly after the attack, CPD released surveillance images of a suspect. Prosecutors go on to say Lazaro was identified by someone who knew him from a shelter. Lazaro was arrested last Wednesday, not far from where the incident took place near Sagman and Lake Streets. According to the arrest reports, he lives at a nearby migrant shelter and works
Male,
as an
white,
Uber Eats
Hispanic,
delivery
it said.
person. It's a little.
Yep. But it say Hispanic. At least it says Hispanic.
I think he falls under white Hispanic though. Like if he looked like a son, man, he would be a.
No,
South
I agree.
Hispanic.
I agree.
Yeah, but the shout out to everyone that says that the pigs don't arrest anybody. I guess they arrested this one at least.
But here's my thing, Wicked. He's not a white Hispanic. This is an Indian, man.
I mean, he's
This ain't no
swarthy.
white guy, man. This is an Indian, man.
Yeah. It's
That
always
means
been
He's
like
definitely one of us.
it's always been an argument of like how do they throw him in what bags? But I think do you know Sammy Sosa before he turned white? That's a black
Yeah,
Hispanic.
he's a
This
black
motherfucker
Hispanic.
right
David
here, white
Ortiz.
Hispanic. Right, black Hispanic. This one here, for all intents and purposes, white Hispanic.
Mm. So that means you would consider yourself a white Hispanic, because you don't look like you look like a goddamn Mexican, man.
Yeah, I know. but they will put me under white Hispanic
Hey,
though.
Wicked's a glider.
Nah, that motherfucker don't look nothing like no goddamn glider, man.
You know what? I
We're all
shoot like a
gliders.
glider. You know what I mean? I shoot my gun like a glider. Don't miss.
Okay.
Yo, that's the
really.
Damn, bro. So he white?
Well, he's not like a incredible,
No,
upstanding
classified.
Anglo-Saxon specimen like myself, but yeah.
His classification. He not white, but his classification. That's how they classify it.
You think he's fully indigenous? You don't think he's got some sort of admixture?
I mean, just as much as any Negro got some admixture, like goddamn.
There are plenty of I'm just saying, there's some white in there.
I think he got as much as any black person in America got. You know what I'm saying? As much as goddamn fucking, I don't know, pick one. Some black person. He got he got as much as them.
Yo, I think somebody in the back, bro.
Oh, yeah, man.
Y'all was killing me with that Stephen A. shit y'all did yesterday. That shit was funny as fuck.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, bro, that shit was hilarious.
Yeah, this morning had me fucking dying, bro.
Yeah, I put that shit on the other channel on Ock Nation TV, man. Go ahead, hold it down for a second. I'll be right back.
All right.
Hey, Wicked, have you heard of the Umbritos here in Chicago who were staging getting run up on?
Oh, to get the visa?
Get green cards?
Yeah, that's crazy.
How the fuck does that work? I don't understand. I don't know anything about that.
The way that works, I don't know. I think it's all over the country, but at least here, if you become a victim of a crime, you're able to get put in for a visa. I don't know what to call, but if you're a victim of a crime, think about that.
Let me just tell you, I think it's fucked up for you Umbritos to be making some people look bad.
Yo, somebody in one, and I don't know if you heard the story, but in one of those incidents, somebody got shot, dude. So in the commission of a fake robbery, the dumb fuck shoots a clerk, dude. Think about that.
It just sounded like a fucking movie or something. It's such ridiculous shit.
Yo, I did want to say though real quick, if y'all give me a second, I was waiting for Ike to do this, I'll be right back shit, but Ike Nation, man, jokes aside and with all sincerity, please, man, join me in a quick moment of silence for all the innocent people that we're gonna lose this summer by the relentless, never-ending wave, tsunami of crime, not only by Sunman, but in particular Sunman. Whenever you come out to this channel, whenever you come and tune in, just reflect on that for a second, and keep all those people whose lives are going to be impacted forever by that abyss that these motherfuckers leave in their wake without one or two thoughts on it.
That's right. When you come to the House of Ak, center the sun crime in your thoughts.
And mind you, Umbritos do it too, fine. But I mean, jokes aside, man, just keep everybody in your. I don't care what religion or if you're agnostic or atheist, but just keep the victims, and not everyone affected in your prayers. I'm sorry, I apologize for that, guys. I wanted to say that to the I Nation.
I don't really believe in God, but I don't know what to do. But
you understand what I'm saying, though, right?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, think about all the people that we see that we've seen and we're gonna see impacted.
And it never, what I think
never
sometimes,
ends.
I be thinking like, damn, is it ever gonna stop? But it's never.
No,
it's never. There's always gonna be another son man that's gonna get shot and killed, and it just continues to be born.
And think about all like the people affected. The people that say, "Oh, I forgive you already," or people that are affected, the children of the man that are gonna grow up without their father. And I'm not talking about people that are in the mix. that are playing with guns, that are out here, fighting, getting into it, dissing dead people. I'm talking about truly innocent people catching stray bullets or getting robbed and killed. Just, think about that for a second. And I know it's a huge burden to bear, but I think it's an
Hey, did
important
y'all
one.
hear about? Did y'all hear about that new law Kim Fox is trying to implement?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
is that you, Gen Z?
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh, shit. What's up, big bro?
Yo, what up, bro?
But yeah, I'm in the car right now. But yeah, I just wanted to pop in here. Yeah, she's batshit crazy. She's trying to make it so that the police, when they pull you over, if they find anything else, they can't prosecute you on what they find, like including guns, drugs, anything
it's
really.
mind blowing. When you think
Yeah,
it can't
and
go far,
that's like her
can't go farther than
farewell
that.
policy because she's leaving office.
Yeah, she's a lame duck right now. She's waiting to leave.
Yeah, that
What a
shit is
way to go,
insane.
right?
More like a
What a
parting shot.
Yeah,
right.
Well,
What a way to go out.
that's her Hail
if that's
Mary.
not a law, there's the next DA can come in and completely reverse the policy, but they'd have to
Oh,
do it.
the
Yeah,
next.
they're
Oh, they're
trying to
gonna do
pass
it.
it.
Yeah, the
Yeah, I
next
think they're gonna
DA are
pass
not
it.
gonna. Yeah, but the next
And
DA, the next state, they're not gonna follow her on that.
and they're basing it off of that idiot who I forgot
Dexter
his name,
Reed.
but
Dexter
yeah,
Reed.
Dexter Reed, that fucking idiot. He gets pulled over, no seatbelt. They try to approach him. He rolls his window up, starts shooting at the officers, and then they fire his ass up. And people are like, "Oh man, black man killed," and it's just like, dude,
Right,
how
right.
the fuck are people continuing to fall for this bullshit? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I
I
know.
saw a
How are you,
statistic
bro?
the other day. Hey, go ahead, Wicked.
I'm saying, how are you, Gen Z? How you been?
I'm good. Just still fighting censorship on YouTube. Nothing's changed, but hey, my personal life is fine.
Good, good.
You
Are you still
still
with
you
your
still
black
happy,
queen?
man?
Yeah,
You
Hell
still
yeah.
happy?
Yeah, man, I'm out here living life, man.
Nice. Good for you, bro.
You still got that? You still got your glider queen, man?
Oh yeah, gotta keep that in the tuck.
Salute,
Gonna
man.
do any
Everybody
of
hit the
the
like button.
more of the African King series?
Oh yeah, you got to do
Yeah,
more of that.
man. Yeah, I gotta get back on that shit. I just been freaking crazy busy. But you fucking Google tried to attack my business and shit. They like took my personal business. They took my business page down, so I've been fighting that for like a couple months now, and I finally got my page back. But they removed all the reviews. I had like probably close to 100 5-star reviews on my business, and they removed them all. So I'm starting from scratch. Shit's crazy.
You just make a song about killing black people and monetize that. That'd probably be the easier thing to do at this point.
Yeah.
True.
Right.
Salute the future ambassadors. He says, meant to say thanks for the hard work on the channel in the previous comment. Autocorrect is working against me tonight. Nah, man, I got you, future ambassadors. Go ahead. P.N. in the building said, I play the video I emailed you for Wicked. Shit. All right. Yeah, man. So, yeah, man. Everything good, man?
My ex got permabanned, too. My ex account's crazy.
Permanently banned?
Yeah, that's basically what, or they said permanently suspended. So, like, I can't do anything. I can't I didn't do shit, man. I was exposing this chick. It was a whole fucking situation with this OnlyFans bitch. But I was like exposing her and shit, and yeah, and then like I exposed her marketing team and all that kind of shit. And I think like they have like hella pull in the tech, social media tech industry or whatever. And they basically got me permanently suspended. I appealed it multiple times. X hasn't gotten back to me. So I'm on a campaign to try and get my X account back, but it's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Tough sledding, man.
Shadow banned all over the place. Yeah, it is what it is, but it's funny to watch. But
I'll play that video in a little bit, PN, man. I wanna I wanna rock out with this shit I got. I got some things. I got some better stuff to show Wicked, man.
Yo, I look at this guy's ears though, man. He probably heard that bitch from a couple blocks away with them joints. Them ears he rocking.
We got some more. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I did get a new dog though. I got a Rottweiler. His name's Draco.
Oh wow, man, he's
really
you out here living life, man. You make my life sound boring, man. Shit, man.
I just got a new baby. That's
a little scary, but we hope it doesn't happen again.
Now, Lazaro is due back in court on June 4th. A grand jury.
Let me see one, man. I got one for you, Wicked, man. She want me to
play
that.
I bet he won't show up. I bet he won't show up to court.
Yeah, man. Look, did I save that one over here? I might have saved that on the other channel. Shit. Did I save that on the other channel?
Britos.
Oh man.
On blast tonight.
All right, man.
I'm gonna tell you. Thanks for the idea of sharing that 80 persons taken out video on X as a reply. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, man. Salute, man. Yeah, that's my reply. Anytime somebody on X says some old like white people hunting us shit or white man shit, I just post that video, that 80 white people video, and that's my reply. I don't even say shit.
I can say in almost a 20. Brace yourself for a first exclusive look inside what investigators call a, quote, rape dungeon on wheels. Oh my God. Described as rigged for rape. Condoms, ropes, bungees, children's toys, multiple cell phones and hard drives. And the mattress, worn, stained, disgusting. And I can say in almost a 20-year career, this is the most disturbing scene I've ever been in. Now, all that evidence has, of course, been processed. Everything that's in here is what's left. Investigators say the man they call a serial rapist would lock women inside this mobile cage, locked in from the outside, behind this metal partition with no escape, except for by their scream that they describe as blood-curdling. Detectives say that scream...
Wow. I mean, this dude, I think about to come up with that and to get everything and set it up like a food truck for rape and shit.
It was very meticulous.
Yeah.
Yo, they different, man. These people coming over here. I mean, think about it, man. You come from over here and it's all free and everybody's out and it's loose and the laws all relaxed and shit. Like, yeah, man.
A rape dungeon on wheels. Do you think he had one where he came from?
No. Hell no.
Where's this at? Do you know? We're in America. LA? Wow.
Yeah, this is, hold on. Yeah, LAX, yeah. It's happened to LAX.
He was luring the little kids in with fucking
candy and shit.
Candy. And then next thing you know, bam, rape.
That's a
wow, that is terrifying. Jesus.
You know, Vlad had it right on there. Vlad the Impaler. That's the way these guys need to die.
Or just quickly, at least, man. Like, what are we talking about here? What is there to talk about?
Right. I mean,
out of it.
He goes to the court system. He gets an appeal. He gets 3 appeals.
Right.
He goes to the court system.
He's in a comfortable prison.
Praise the glider justice system.
Just dump him in acid. Let's be honest. Dump him in acid. Keep it moving.
We can get a necklace for this guy for sure.
Gliders got to make sure they get the right guy.
Yeah, exactly. They got 1,000% make sure. And if there's reasonable doubt, you get off. Reasonable doubt.
They'd rather 1,000 rapists go free than one innocent man to get the full thrust of the justice.
Glad is gonna glide.
But peep this though, even with all their meticulousness, all their weighing and of the options and all their justice, they still get accused of being cruel and jailing the wrong people. And every week we got a story of a wrongfully convicted son man who really did it, but they found a loophole, and now that's another chink in the arm of the justice system. And they locking people up, prison pipelines and school to prison, this shit and that, yada, yada, yada. And all that. And they're the only people on the planet that do all this to make sure they get the right person.
Multiple cell phones and a quote, brace yourself for a first exclusive look inside what investigators call a quote, rape dungeon on wheels. Oh my God. Described as rigged for rape, condoms, ropes, bungees, children's toys, multiple cell phones and hard drives, and the mattress, worn, stained, disgusting. I can say in almost a 20-year career, this is the most disturbing scene I've ever been in. Now, all that evidence has, of course, been processed. Everything that's in here is what's left. Investigators say the man they call a serial rapist would lock women inside this mobile cage, locked in from the outside, behind this metal partition with no escape, except for by their scream that they describe as blood-curdling. Detectives say that scream likely saved a 26-year-old woman's life. 40-year-old Eduardo Sarabia is now locked behind a similar metal cage on suicide watch. He was arraigned on Wednesday, formally charged with 2 felony counts of sexual assault for forcible rape of 2 women this week alone. But
so they didn't call him white. They called him Hispanic.
I think they got it right on this one.
I wonder.
Checks out.
That ain't Big Poppy. That's Big Rapey right there.
Hell yeah.
Well, we don't know. We don't know yet, though. We need the justice system to play.
Yeah,
play
he's
the
innocent.
Allegedly.
I mean, he's innocent as of now.
Allegedly.
5 feet 4
formally
inches.
charged with 2 felony counts of sexual assault for forcible rape of 2 women this week alone. But based on this setup, detectives believe there are many more yet to come forward. LA County Sheriff's deputies say the man lived inside this 2015 Ford Transit van where he would offer females a ride, say he was camping up in the San Gabriel Mountains, and then take them to a dark, scary, remote location in the Angeles National Forest with no chance
camping with
of a
this
cell
dude.
signal.
Right, how
It's
crazy.
on Highway 39 in Azusa Canyon.
Yeah, man.
You gotta be on drugs to get in that one.
But hold on, listen. We used to do that all the time, man. Riding around back in the 90s and the 2000s and pick up chicks all the time. Like,
yeah, true. Yeah,
it's not. It ain't
this
hard
guy
at
looks
all.
creepy though, man. This guy.
Because here's the thing: all you need is one. He don't need 50
Right.
chicks. He don't need Farrah Fawcett. He don't need Beyonce. He just need a girl to get in his car.
Wait, y'all used to tell bitches y'all camping out in the woods, up in the mountains?
No, we should take them back to the crib or back to the bando and screw them and run a G on them.
No, they're gonna go rock climbing and stuff.
Man, we
Long
was not
jogs.
keeping them bitches. We would let them bitches go after we was done, man. Please, bitch, you can go.
Yes, drink and smoke.
Yeah, well, if that. We had some niggas that was, man, listen, man. They had fun too. The girls have, listen, them girls be, ain't no, if a girl come back to your crib, if a girl get in the car with 4 niggas, go to the spot, screw all 4 of them niggas and some other niggas that come through that off of word of mouth that heard what was going on, and then sleep and then wake up in the morning and fucking catch the bus home. She had wanted to do that shit, man. She was walking down the street at fucking 11 o'clock for a reason, man.
In the San Gabriel Mountains, and then take them to a dark, scary, remote location in the Angeles National Forest with no chance of a cell signal. It's up Highway 39 in Azusa Canyon at mile marker 21 in a pitch black dirt turnout. And inside this, quote, rape dungeon, investigators say that's where Sarabia would rape and molest them. Unfortunately, this
Well, I
looks
will say this: at least he didn't torture them. They didn't say anything about torture, so that's good, man. At least he didn't torture them.
I'm surprised he didn't kill them. He looked like a
Yeah, he
fucking
didn't kill
killer.
any either. He just wanted some ass, man. Salute to him, man, for not killing or torturing them, man.
Yeah, man. He just got his nut off.
Gentlemen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gentleman right there, man.
Exactly, man.
Well, Cleotha beat her to death after.
Unfortunately, this looks like it's only the beginning of what's to come. So many more potentially victims out there. We know of 2 right now. Of course, if there's any more, definitely you're encouraged to come forward to the sheriff's department. And it's really a miracle that they found this van. 2 deputies patrol that area, 400 square miles of the Angeles National Forest. So they had a very limited description.
2 deputies covering 400 square miles. Yikes.
To go off of this van. They spotted it and then happened to stumble upon it when there was a rape in progress, according to
Wow.
This is a fucking
Go in
movie.
there
That's
and save
fucking
this woman as it was
crazy.
happening.
He was mid-stroke.
You should have just gone down to Whole Foods.
God damn.
The pigs are here kai blocking.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like he probably all he gotta do is get somebody in that car, man. And listen, man, he probably wasn't picky. He probably was just trying to get somebody out there and do his thing, man. And he did.
They heard the blood-curdling scream and went in, and she said, "Save me." He's got a knife up against her neck, and I'm sure the deputies, of course, had no idea too, like what they were gonna, what was gonna happen to them. So they definitely are heroes.
We can understand why this stuck with you. It's just there are no words really.
I mean, you guys know we've seen it all. Sure, we've seen it all. I'm still shaking from it. It was just to think about what they probably had to go through. And the smell that came out of that van.
Do we know anything about him? Did he have a history?
There's a lot more that we unfortunately can't talk about yet because we don't want to jeopardize the case, of course. But we do know he's from Mexico. He is an illegal immigrant. We don't know yet about his background. But yeah, I think that there will be a lot more to come on this. Just that elaborate setup, though, from the investigators, the sources that I've been talking to over the last 4 days, they definitely think that there's a lot more than just 2 victims out there.
Damn.
Goddamn rape demon from Mexico.
Was that recently, Ike, or is that an old one?
That's literally what Trump said, man. He said some of them are rapists.
Bad on burritos.
No, he
They're
didn't
not
say
sending
some.
their best.
He didn't say some were don't lie on Trump. He said they were rapists, right?
Yeah.
And burritos good too, man.
Oh. Yeah. That motherfucker crazy.
So
man.
you said that was recently, Ike, or is that an older one?
Yeah, that's today, man.
Wow.
Both of them stories,
And now to
both
that
of them on burritos is today, man.
Yeah, y'all on the rape spree today, man. What the fuck?
I don't have to do old stories, man. There's so much, man.
breaking news on the Treasure Coast. One person is in the hospital after they were shot by police in Fort Pierce. It happened as officers responded to reports of a shooting. And now we've learned there are 3 crime scenes police are investigating. Caleb Califano has been on the scene talking to police all afternoon. And Caleb, a lot of details to work out here. What do we know so far?
That's right, Jade. Well, to set the scene here, we are on North 24th Street and Avenue P, where it's still a very active crime scene. I'm going to step out of the way. You can see behind me, you can see a number of detectives and crime scene tape blocking the entire area off. Now, here's what we know so far. Fort Pierce police are calling this an officer-involved shooting. We know 3 people, including the person shot by police, are currently in the hospital. That's according to investigators. In total, police say there are 3 crime scenes around the area, and they are currently working to see if they're all connected. Police tell us they first responded to the 2400 block of Avenue M due to a person being shot. The officers then heard multiple other gunshots in the area, ran towards the gunfire, and found the suspect with a gun. Who they then shot. They also found another possible victim in a home off of the 2400 block of Avenue P.
Unfortunately,
Oh
they
my
took
God.
appropriate action.
Yo, this better not be the fucking chief,
Jesus
man.
What do you mean? It says chief right there.
Yeah, this
Florida Evans, man.
Her hair is the same color as her gold braid, damn near.
Oh man.
I wonder if that's her natural hair color.
Yeah.
Shit, man. Like it never fucking fails, man. Like literally, like what percentage of police officers do y'all think are female? Beat cops or detectives and all
Probably
that shit.
like 80%.
No, not
No.
chiefs. I'm talking
Oh,
about
cops probably like
beat cops.
10%. Some shit like that.
I think it's less than that, man.
Less than 10. I wouldn't say like 20, maybe.
20% of cops are females? Wow.
I would guess. I don't know, to be honest.
I gotta look that up. Can somebody find that out for me? Somebody in the chat. What percentage of cops are female? Because it's like literally 50% of the police chiefs are fucking females in this
They
country.
can't even pass the physical test.
It looks like somewhere between 13 and 15%.
Wow, I didn't know it was that high.
Yeah, I got 14.
Wow, that is insane. Chief Diane Hobley Burney.
Unfortunately, they took appropriate action and they stopped the threat of this person. This is a part of what we do when it comes to law enforcement. It's important that people understand that when we put on this badge, these are the type of things that we face every single day.
Now, the chief did confirm that none of the officers that were involved were injured in that shooting. But as you can see right behind me, it's still a very active situation. As we learn more about this investigation, we'll make sure to keep you updated on air and online. For now, we're live in Fort Pierce. Caleb Califano, WPB.
Salute to Jeffrey G, man. He says no activity is safe from sun teens. That be the fact.
Yo, I don't want to take shit from that sister. I don't know shit about her. But think about the qualified person that could have been in that role that she took.
I'm telling you, man.
Qualified man.
Yep, and he was probably a valiant cop. Like whenever because most cops that are chiefs, they did a lot of time in the field, right? They were like cops on the beat or detectives for a long time.
Well, in theory.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're not gonna have no fucking person went to school for criminal justice to become a chief.
Well, I mean, they say, and I don't know how true this is, but they say the Chicago's chief spent almost all of his career as a gym instructor in the academy. So,
oh wow, that's
well,
crazy.
he looks like it. Have you seen the man? He's huge. Maybe it's true, right? He had enough time to work out.
Well, here's the thing: majority of male police officers, police chiefs, were cops, valiantly serving their community. And the majority of female police chiefs, I'm sure they didn't valiantly and bravely serve their community for years and years because they can't. Like this woman, you think this woman can? What can she do?
Nah, no way. I'm sorry, no way.
Where's she at? Where you at, Florida Evans?
She ain't handling John Quavius.
Yeah, man.
She ain't handling nobody.
That's a rough looking sister, man.
Somebody in the chat says she looked like Idi Amin.
Yo, she do.
She does. That's fucking. That's
Like,
a good observation.
Like can't
she
unsee
do
that.
be looking like him. Fuck.
Wow.
She looks like insane. A lot of ugly ass niggas.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts, man. She do look like a conglomeration, man. She look like if Craig Mack and Biggie had a baby, man.
She look like if Africa and Bambaataa and Faison Love did the fusion.
Oh shit, man! God damn, man. Everybody hit the like button, man. Smash that like button. Smash the like button, man.
One way law enforcement works to protect and serve is by getting guns out of the hands of criminals. But we've discovered each year thousands of guns, once carried by officers, are turning up at crime scenes around the country.
Well, CBS News partnered with nonprofit newsrooms The Trace and Reveal, and they surveyed more than 200 police departments nationwide. Most told us they sell or trade their used guns. Here's national investigative correspondent Stephen Stock with our series, To Protect and Sell.
You know, another family lost another child at the hands of a firearm that shouldn't even be on the streets. It shouldn't even be on the streets.
Candace Leslie's only child
Yeah, if that gun
died
wasn't on
3
the
years
streets,
ago,
this wouldn't have
shot
happened.
4 times outside his apartment.
We desensitized to just another black child being murdered. Yeah, it's just common.
From the scene, detectives
No
gathered
joke.
a gun involved in Cameron's death, but police have made no arrest.
I'm losing trust in the people who are supposed to protect and serve us.
What Candace didn't know until we told her was that a weapon involved in her son's death here in Indianapolis was a former police weapon from a sheriff's office more than 2,300 miles away. Using public records, CBS News traced a gun involved in Brown's death, a Glock 21 handgun, to a sheriff's office in Stanislaus County, California.
There's no reason for police firearms to be in the hands of teenagers.
I would say to Cameron's mom, I'm very sorry for your loss, but my organization had nothing to do with it.
Stanislaus County Sheriff Jeff Dirksey told CBS News Los Angeles he makes no apologies that his department sells its used service weapons.
Whoever did this.
Oh, wow. They sell their used service weapons. The economy, blame Biden, man. Shit.
I mean, it's for the taxpayers, right? What this glider king said makes sense.
It's the gun fault at the end of the day. You gotta remember that.
He said, "Go off, little gun. Go out, kill you, son, man. We're done with you. You've killed enough son men in our service."
You motherfucking gun. Damn you.
Right. You're free to kill.
Being a gun and shit. Fuck you, gun.
If he didn't acquire that gun, he's probably going to go acquire another one.
Dirksey says he saved taxpayers $25,000 last time he traded in about 650 guns. The department updates its arsenal every 7 to 10 years.
I mean, it's a legal transaction. I mean, I'll go back to what would it, so if I legally sold my old used patrol cars and somebody uses that in the commission of a crime, is that our responsibility? I would say no.
His department is one of more than 140 law enforcement agencies nationwide we found offloading their used weapons to gun stores.
So this is about 220 Smith & Wesson M&P 40Cs that just came in as police trade-ins.
And those stores advertise the gun's police history as a selling point.
So what you end up with are quality firearms in really good condition.
During a 16-year crime period ending in February 2022, the ATF traced 52,529 former police service weapons to crime somewhere in America. Shit. On average, that's more than 3,200 guns every year, 9 every day.
It's good to know that these things aren't going to end up someplace they shouldn't.
This is what Seattle's police department does with its used guns. We recently watched as they melted 179 used service weapons. Seattle changed its policy in 2016.
It's not worth that risk. What's the worst thing in your mind that could happen if a police gun got in the wrong hands?
Well, if it'd be used in a criminal act and a shooting, like killing somebody, or even killing an officer.
Same as any other gun.
I don't want any weapon that we owned to end up being used violently against another person in our country.
The Indianapolis police chief overseeing the investigation of Cameron Brown's shooting told us his department does trade in its guns. You'd be open to stopping that practice.
Well, I have to see, this is the taxpayers.
Yo, this is dumb as shit. Like the kid, that's the only. Yo, that kid's gonna get a gun. He wants a gun. He's gonna get a fucking gun, man. This is retarded trying to argue shit.
Yeah. He should have said, "Fuck no, nigga."
They'll examine to the T every other every thread, but the fact that
Yo, the idea of being a cop sounds fucking bad. The idea of being a Seattle cop sounds like a nightmare.
Shit, man. It is a nightmare, man. These fucking people, man. It's just so crazy, man. They're literally walking in the wrong direction. It's like when you're lost, but you're not like lost. Like it's one of these stores. No, you're like literally on the other side of town and shit. That's how lost they are.
Well, Dr. King said it best. There's nothing worse than willful ignorance. This is what this is, where we're at nowadays. Willful ignorance.
Now to a stabbing during a busy shopping day at a department store in Chicago's Loop. A crime that confused the people standing just yards away from this unfolding scene. CBS 2's Sarah Maki finding it's the second stabbing in the Loop in less than a week.
Yeah, Chris, this happened at the Ross Dress for Less on Randolph right around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, all in plain sight of some shoppers, some of whom told us they're still confused about what happened. This Loop clothing store is closed earlier than expected Saturday, leaving questions for customers who stopped by, but even more confused are those who witnessed the attack here just hours earlier.
It was really fast, you know.
Mario Cadena says he saw two young men talking with someone who appeared to be a store employee before the older man was stabbed, and at least one person ran off. Police say the victim is 26, stabbed in the stomach and back, hospitalized in fair condition after the altercation with someone who seemed to be a stranger to him.
At that moment, I thought that it was just two kids fighting for some clothes or something like that. And that's it.
Sunday last week, a 15-year-old was stabbed near Dearborn and Lake. Police saying at the time the boy was walking along the street when he was approached by four men. Two of them took out knives and stabbed the teen in the neck in what appeared to be a robbery. A witness telling CBS 2 News that a Good Samaritan jumped into action, using a ripped T-shirt to put pressure on the stab wound until first responders arrived, likely saving his life. At least one knife was found at that scene. Though police initially detained one person at the Ross incident, that person told us it was a misunderstanding as he was let go. The stabbing suspect still at large. That victim was taken to Northwestern.
Yeah, man.
Those goddamn knives and shit fucking going around.
A knife stab somebody in your store and you gotta shut down, lose tens of thousands of dollars that day.
These fucking knives out here just stabbing people. Fuck knives being all sharp and stabbing people.
So you, man. God damn.
Knives are not neighbors you want to have around.
What should have been a beautiful Saturday morning with a lot of events in the city, both north of here and south of here, is a very somber morning due to this violent incident.
Columbus police responding to what they are calling a very chaotic scene in North Columbus. Right now, 3 people are dead and 3 more are hurt after a shooting between Italian Village and the Wyland Park neighborhood.
Italian Village. That might be some Italians, man.
Yeah, I don't think it's them Italians.
Yeah, I doubt it.
You don't think, man? It's called Italian Village, man. Shit, man. I'm holding out hope. I hold out hope. Let's see.
Thanks for joining us this evening at 7 on Colin Dorsey. We begin tonight with new details on that deadly shooting. We'll go right now to 10 TV's Carla Robner. She's live for us at the scene. Carla, we now know the names of the 3 men killed early this morning, but police still haven't given us any information on the suspected shooters, right?
Yeah, Colin, that's right. Police say they were called to this corner of 5th and Summit around 2:45 this morning and arrived to a very large and chaotic scene. Now we're learning more about the 3 men who were killed here last night. Police have identified the victims as 27-year-old Malachi P., 18-year-old DeAndre Bullock, and 26-year-old Garcia Dixon Jr. 3 others were shot and taken to the hospital. 2 are stable and 1 is in critical condition, but CPD tells us
we have son, and I think this is a son too.
That's from Brito.
Possible.
Garcia is the first name, though. The first name is Garcia. That's his son.
That gun fucking shot 6 people.
Yeah, that gun, man. Yeah, exactly, man. Because we don't know who to put it on. One of these guys
was imbued with the spirit of racist police.
Garcia Dixon, interesting.
That fucking
both names, we know it's all son.
Yeah, this is son. This is a son group, man.
Learning more about the 3 men who were killed here last night. Police have identified the victims as 27-year-old Malachi P., 18-year-old DeAndre Bullock, and 26-year-old Garcia Dixon Jr. 3 others were shot and taken to the hospital. 2 are stable and 1 is in critical condition, but CPD tells us they are all expected to survive. Police say it's unclear if the violence had anything to do with the hookah lounge at the corner or any other businesses here. We've seen some police in and out of the area this afternoon, but they're still trying to figure out what led up to this shooting.
At 2:46 a.m., Summit and Fifth Avenue, officers received calls, radio room received calls that reporting shots from what may have been semi-automatic or automatic gunfire and cars taking off. At approximately 2:48 a.m., the first officers arrived on scene to a very chaotic scene and began to secure the scene for responding medics. We have several witnesses. Witnesses are with us and they're cooperating, as well as several scenes, both at hospitals and at Fifth and Summit.
You are hearing the assistant chief of police say that the shooter may have used a semi-automatic weapon. One neighbor also says he watched the chaos unfold last night from his window.
It was over 150, 200 people running for their lives, bullets spraying everywhere. It was something that was chaotic. It's honestly, it's traumatizing. You get very nervous. You have your kids in here. This neighborhood is a very friendly, family neighborhood oriented. So it gets very traumatizing to know that literally steps away, I not only have bodies, but I have bullets. So it's traumatizing.
Yeah, I'll have more from what neighbors say they saw and heard last night coming up at 11. As for suspects, police haven't shared any information about who they might be looking for or if there could be multiple shooters. They're asking anyone who might have video of last night's incident or any information to contact CPD, or you can make an anonymous tip to Crime Stoppers. Live in Columbus, Carla Rogner, 10 TV News.
When they find out, it'll just be the most base shit that caused it.
Mayor Andrew Ginther's office about this shooting. In a statement to 10 TV, his office says, in part, quote, although we continue to lead the nation in violent crime reduction with the fewest number of homicides year to date that in the last 8 years, this has been a particularly difficult and tragic week for our community and our officers. We will remain vigilant and diligent in our prevention, intervention, and enforcement efforts to strengthen safety and security across Columbus.
We got
unsure if it's semi-automatic. What do they think they're running around with? Lever action rifles?
Yeah, Winchesters.
A Stone Mountain mother is at a
of
loss
old.
tonight after her son was shot and killed while trying to provide for their family.
That
The
nigga
victim was
rock.
out delivering DoorDash orders when he was ambushed. Atlanta News First Brittany Ford has this story from
That nigga zesty as the fuck.
Yeah,
The news of this arrest comes as family members held funeral services for the 31-year-old victim. Family members tell me they're happy that justice has been served, but say nothing can change what tragically unfolded in this parking lot. Family members describe 31-year-old Saquon James as a hard-working man who always made others smile.
Everybody in the household said that Saquon always found a bright side to something.
Now his mother, Sandy Lewis, is dealing with the unthinkable.
You could have just took the car. Why'd you felt you had to take his life?
DeKalb County police say the 31-year-old was shot and killed during a carjacking at this gas station on Reedon Road early Sunday morning. James's mother says he was driving for DoorDash when it happened.
My son was 31 years old. All he was doing was trying to make a little money for his family, and he lost his life on Mother's Day. I don't know
Which
how
you'd safely
I'm
be
gonna
able
come
to do
back
in this
from
country if it
In
weren't
just
for
the
some
last
people.
24 hours, DeKalb County police have arrested 20-year-old Jamal Smith and 21-year-old Taylor Smith in connection.
Fucking proto-humans here,
They
bro.
left him there for that, and they shot my son multiple times, killing him.
While their family is relieved an arrest
I think
has
we found
been
the
made.
missing links.
His mother says nothing can bring her only son back.
My son didn't deserve this. Okay, my son is honest, he's hardworking, he did not deserve this.
And both suspects are facing armed
Yeah.
robbery charges and a felony charge for
That fucking gun, man. Yo, when we find that gun, we gotta give it 90 years.
Yeah,
minimum. 90.
Damn.
We gotta put
Bro
that
lost his
behind
life for
bars.
nothing.
These purple fellas here.
Yeah, they look like they from the same tribe though. Oh, that man, you look like DOS Effects, man. What the fuck, DOS
They're
Effects
brothers.
robbing?
They're brothers.
Oh, okay, yeah,
They be
that's
from the
good.
same tribe.
Yeah, shit, man. Wow. Oh yeah, let me go to Twitter, man. Some stuff over there, man. I'm gonna show
Ain't got
y'all.
shit to do but to fuck up people's lives.
Yeah, fucked it up. They killed that motherfucker. He dead, man. God damn.
Because you know DoorDash drivers always got a lot of cash on them.
Yeah, I be ordering DoorDash. Bitch ass
too.
niggas.
Every time you order DoorDash, you setting one of these dudes up for potentially shit. Man.
Sorry, DoorDash drivers.
Yeah, man.
He can't get no more man, but that's
Uh-oh. Yeah, man. Okay, so we got let me see.
This is the face of crime.
Oh yeah.
Yo, 7 people just shot in Chicago. Guess the neighborhood.
Oh, North Lawndale.
Damn,
South
you
side.
good, man. You good, boy. West side, baby. You know, Lawndale.
Yeah, man. I got it, man.
How you know?
Man, you know how I do, man. Ain't shit. Salute the PM. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the PayPal, hit the Cash App, hit the Super Chat. Also hit the like button. Continue to mash that like. Continue to support the channel via PayPal, Cash App, or the Super Chat. We got 288 on YouTube. We got 133 on Rumble. Hit the like button. Support the channel. So praying for him in the Auburn program. So this kid right here, oh shit, I did it. Wow. I got some shit. We might have to go to Rumble, man. Rumble is the only way I can show them that shit. God. This kid right here, his brother was also shot and killed during the incident.
Damn.
God damn.
So, Sarasota, Florida.
Come on, son, man, leave the woman. Leave the woman one son behind, just like old Saving Private Ryan.
Man, we did a story yesterday where a woman lost both her kids, man.
Saving Private Raekwon.
Oh my God. This is very common, man. This is very, very common in Blackistan.
I wonder what then did this one.
We know it wasn't a white dude. We know that.
Well, the most important thing is these goddamn bars that are causing this shit too. I mean, these clubs and bars are also the reason why there's violence.
Yep. If we didn't have any clubs, bars, guns, knives, well, none of this. Yeah.
Cars, don't forget cars.
And cars, man.
Happened in Sarasota,
they would have stones or they would have sharpened sticks.
Oh yeah,
spears of some sort.
The hookah bar it happened at is known for hosting people after the bars close. They charge a cover, don't ID, and let people bring alcohol. If you live in the area, you know about this spot. It's a known spot for these things to happen. Prayers. They had a spot like that around my way. I forgot what they call a bootlegger or something, some shit they called it. But after hour spot, I would be in there every once in a while, man, drinking and shit and da da da. It was like I forgot what they called it, man. God damn. But yeah, they have these, man, in DC, man. Yes, and the crowd is definitely the neighborhood. It's the hood crowd in there, man. It's not nice, man. It's not a good place to hang out. I only did that a couple times, but yeah, it's because it's no ID, and it's like drink all night. You know, like it's just a different vibe, man. It's a whole different vibe, yo. But yeah. Anyway, man, I'm trying to find the story of this guy, man. The news story, man. this this football player gets shot, man. It's got to be a big story, man. A huge story out here in these streets, man.
Developing this morning, we're working to find out how many people are involved in a deadly shooting in Sarasota. It happened at 3:30 this morning in the area of 17th Street and North Beneva Road. Deputies tell us one person is dead. Others are being treated at the hospital, and we're working to find out exactly how many people are involved in the shooting. Sheriff's office says, though, it does appear that this is an isolated incident. We also know that one eastbound lane of 17th Street between Tallywood Drive and Beneva Road remains closed. Once we get more information, once that opens, we will continue to update.
Yeah, mute yourself, man.
Some people shooting up club. Definitely isolated incident.
Is investigating a deadly shooting that claimed the life of a former Braden River High School star football player. It happened early this morning in the 3400 block of 17th Street near Beneva Road.
They don't have a lot of information on this shoot, man. That's a football player, Division I football player got shot, and 34-second piece on it, man. Wow.
Yeah. That looked like Black Wall Street too.
I'm telling you, definitely
Black
Black
Main
Wall
Street.
Street. Shit, man.
I blame the cops for not knowing who did it, and not the shooters.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. That makes sense.
It's just missing the barbershop and the rib shack.
Yeah, man. Know the Republic, man. That's all they need. That's
the jerk chicken.
Yeah, know the Republic and
Payday
the goddamn payday loan. That's the financial district of Black Wall Street.
You stupid.
Damn, know the Republic and the check cash. Wow, man.
Year-old man pleaded guilty to murdering an off-duty NOPD detective and his friend.
Frederick Jackson will now face 60 years in prison for the shooting and killing of Detective Everett Briscoe and Dyron Ricolfi. As Chris Joseph reports, friends and colleagues are still mourning that loss.
Prosecutors say Briscoe and Ricolfi were at a Houston restaurant in August 2021 on vacation when Jackson and another man demanded their money at gunpoint. The double murder that followed drew international attention.
Man.
In August 2021, Everett Briscoe's coffin began the trip back to New Orleans so he could be honored by loved ones and fellow police officers. But the journey for justice had just begun.
I remember this. This was wicked.
Could be honored by loved ones and fellow police officers, but the journey for justice had just begun.
You know who you are, and somebody out there knows who you are. I just want to be very clear. We will find you, okay? We will not stop until we find you.
Nearly 3 years later, 22-year-old Frederick Jackson of San Antonio.
The face of violent crime.
Face
proto-humans.
Not stop until we find you.
Nearly 3 years later, 22-year-old Frederick Jackson of San Antonio pleaded guilty to murdering Briscoe and his friend, Dyron Ricolfi. Prosecutors say the duo were on vacation at a Houston restaurant when Jackson and another man approached guns in hand. Frederick now faces 60 years in prison, but has the chance to
They
parole.
were sitting outside at a restaurant, and these dudes just walk up and blam their ass.
Brazen.
And they cops, they off-duty cops.
Approached guns in hand. Frederick now faces 60 years in prison, but has the chance to parole out after 30.
60 years.
Damn. Great system, man. I mean, and how can you fucking complain about that, man? Some man should be fucking praising the white man justice system.
Years in prison, but has the chance to parole out after 30.
60 years is not long enough, but 6,000 wouldn't have been long enough to justify what he did. There's no way you're going to make this right. And it's unfortunate that we have a system that has this many young people that desperate to do things that stupid.
You lost me.
J.H. Banks described Briscoe as a true friend and his murder a loss for the community.
Genuinely good person that nobody had a problem with. I don't know if anybody that had anything bad to say about Everett, and that is a very, very, very unusual quality to have.
That sentiment was echoed by Donovan Livacari, who worked with Briscoe while he was with NOPD.
He was always looking to take care of everybody, and you can tell that by his involvement with Zulu and in the community. That he was just one of those people who liked to give.
Parade.
Despite
Zulu
Frederick's
Yeah, that's some Sunman New Orleans shit.
They dress up in blackface and throw coconuts.
Oh, good.
Yeah, at the Mardi Gras, I saw that float. Yeah, definitely, I saw that.
They go hard too.
By his involvement with Zulu and in the community, that he was just one of those people who liked to give.
Despite Frederick's plea, the journey is still not over. 2 more men face trials connected to the murders, and the healing process continues.
I don't think you ever get over it. The truth is you figure out a way to get past it and deal with it, but the pain never goes away.
So just in the last 10 minutes, we got a statement from Briscoe's widow saying the family is pleased to see Jackson held accountable, but this won't bring the 2 men back. The family says the sentence reflects the severity of the crime and the impact it has had and continues to have on innocent people.
I'm Chris Hansen, right now on Crime Watch Daily from here in New York.
No, that's too old, man. Yeah, man, it's sad, man. Sad, man. Sad.
Imagine
you just sitting down, having a nice meal, and then you just look up and see the nostrils of horror, and then a gun just magically fires itself in your direction.
And the blackness of the nostrils becomes the blackness of your world.
And you're
Don't
not
forget
protected.
Don't forget old David Dorn here.
Yeah, you're not protected by the open. Like, I mean, that restaurant is like literally on a strip. You should be protected from a crime that brazen by just the waiters and bus boys and the other patrons at the restaurant. Somebody should be like, nah, we ain't gonna do it right there. We gonna wait. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just walked up and still did that shit. God damn.
The city of Philadelphia. A young man was gunned down in broad daylight nearly 5 years ago in North Philadelphia. But leads in this case have run dry without any witnesses or surveillance video. Now authorities are calling on the public for any information that might help police catch his killer. Here's Rick Williams with tonight's Crime Fighters Report.
At 1 p.m. on Saturday, October 12th, 2019, police were called to Gianni Harper's home in North Philadelphia for reports of a person with a gun.
Upon their arrival on the 1200 block of North 10th Street, they found a male who had shot multiple times. He was taken to Temple Hospital where he succumbed to his injuries.
Detectives say they have no surveillance video from the area, no witnesses, and no motive for the shooting of the 20-year-old.
They recovered 13 fragments of 9mm shells.
The city of Philadelphia is offering up to $20,000 in reward money for information that leads to the arrest and conviction of the person responsible. All you have to do is call the Citizens Crime Commission at 215-546-TIPS. All calls will remain anonymous.
I mean, what do you do with that, man? 5 years ago, the killer might be dead. If not, he's definitely locked up. Definitely locked up.
That's the glider. There's a glider judge that's being indicted for doing a drive-by on his brother-in-law. I saw that somewhere.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm gonna get to that.
A man accused of killing a federal witness in the massive case that's exposed millions of dollars in fraudulent insurance payouts from staged truck accidents was ordered held without bail as a danger to the community today.
48 people have pleaded guilty in the scam so far, and investigative reporter Mike Pearlstein has covered this case extensively in his series Highway Robbery. Now, with the case expanding, Mike was in court for a dramatic detention hearing that resembled a mini trial.
Fights over illegal profits from fraudulent truck accident lawsuits. The FBI tracking burner phones. A man lured by a woman into a barrage of gunfire. Those were among the details presented by an FBI agent in federal court Friday against Ryan Harris, accused of gunning down a federal witness.
It is a circumstantial case, and there's a lot of what I would call death by 1,000 cuts.
Harris, along with Giovanna Gardner, are accused of conspiring in the 2020 murder of Cornelius Garrison, an accused fellow scammer who was secretly cooperating with the feds. The FBI agent testified before Judge Michael North that agents tracked Harris's cell phone to the murder scene at the exact time Garrison got a text message from Gardner posing as another woman.
At best, there's very circumstantial, specious evidence about cell phone tracking. We disagree with the judge's conclusion that it was strong.
Harris's attorney, Christopher Morrell, unsuccessfully argued that the evidence doesn't outweigh his client's previous clean record. Harris's family and supporters packed the courtroom, and when Magistrate North ordered his detention, a couple of them began openly weeping.
You can see by the reaction of his family coming out of court that he
They're always crying. The family of the victim should be doing this. It's all with black people. It's always the family of the fucking suspect doing this shit. Always.
That's my baby. He didn't do nothing.
Yeah, he was like Breaking Black. What the fuck? That was some complicated shit.
It was the gun fault.
Terrible people, man. Just horrible individuals, man.
Not my baby. Big mama love you, Quanterius.
Now on just one station, ghastly images in the point-blank
Whoa.
shooting that claimed the life of a Miami Beach nightclub.
Like, you're not protected by the. Look at these people right here. Look at this bus. Look at this guy right here. You're not protected. He got put out. You know what happened. He got put out. He came back and shot the bouncer in the face. You're not protected by the crowd, by the broad daylightness. The shit doesn't protect you from sunburn.
Nothing. Protect you from the nostrils.
Now on just one station, ghastly images in the point-blank shooting that claimed the life of a Miami Beach nightclub bouncer. He was just doing his job when he was murdered. The alleged shooter is now facing a judge. 7's Elisa Bezios. Elisa Bezios, you have more.
Kim Kardashian.
Lynn, so as you said it, that alleged gunman going in front of a judge, he was given no bond today. Also today, we saw images, we saw the video of what happened here early Sunday morning. Newly released surveillance video capturing the horrific moments of a deadly shooting in South Beach. It happened at nightclub Exchange Miami along Washington Avenue near 15th Street on Sunday around 2:30 in the morning. Police say the man with the gun is Devon Rowe.
Yo, what the fuck? Holy shit. He did not. Wow. Brazen. Just wow.
Second-degree murder. State, why isn't this an attempted first-degree murder? He got out of a car, walked up to the victim, and have a picture of it.
Rowe in front of a judge Wednesday.
It looks like an execution to me. There's probable cause for second-degree murder. There could also be probable cause for first-degree murder.
According to his arrest affidavit, minutes before he pulled the trigger, killing security guard Marley William Lester Case, the shooter was inside the incident location and was ejected as he was trying to.
He broke the cardinal rule.
I called it, man. Like in this case, this bouncer, like he's in a tough spot because he has to ask his boss, "Hey, man, I gotta clock out, man. I just put a sunbed out, man. Yeah, or you need to move me to another section to the bar, man."
And you would think maybe you could just rotate the shift, get somebody out there that some men don't recognize, but he's just gonna come back and kill whoever's on duty.
Facts. But this son man didn't spray the joint. He actually killed his man. and no one else. So
Yeah,
gotta give him props.
this is a very anti-Sunman ratio of shooting. 1 to 1.
But the brazenness, though, it has the brazenness to make
It
up.
still got the sun brazenness.
God, dog, he just walked up and just like, yo, for being put out of the club.
That's a social economic factor that nobody talks about. Getting put out of establishments.
Think about this, man. What his life was. He was put out of the club. That was really bad, I guess. To him, that's really, really bad. But now look what he's facing.
That was the moment on which the rest of his life hung and swung, which he should be doing too.
Yeah, he jumped from the fry pan into the fry, put out of the club, put in the jail.
He just walked up on him, then the gun just fucking levitated out his waistband, and the rest
Yeah,
is
that guy. I wonder if this guy saw him, like, because it looked like this guy's talking to this guy. I wonder he probably saw him at the last minute. This guy probably said, "What's up now, bitch?" Bam.
Pulled the trigger, killing security guard Marley William Lester Case. The shooter was inside the incident location and was ejected as he was trying to fight with security staff and patrons of the location. Miami Beach officers responded and documented this incident, where they recalled the shooter complaining he was missing personal property inside the location. Police say he left the club but came back with a gun and started to shoot and drove off.
Well, we heard shots and that was it. And
Oh,
all of a
this
sudden,
nigga.
people started running.
Once
Yo, what
police
the
got
fuck?
there, they found Marley lying on the floor with what appeared to be several gunshot wounds to his back. Miami Beach Fire Rescue rushing him to Jackson's Ryder Trauma, where he would not survive.
Oh wait,
Of course, he's
Gen
like a
Z
good
did a
father
video.
too.
Marley's family has said
Gen Z released a video on this earlier. You can go check it out on his channel.
Took a black father out the home.
The dude, he got shot in front of, he's going to therapy talking about he's seeing flaring nostrils in his dreams and shit.
Town and you're looking over your shoulder. Is it the same? One of Waterbury's fiercest gangs is collapsing. Its leader and some other top members are now in prison, most likely for life.
Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Dylan Fearon is live in Waterbury tonight after the FBI investigated for years.
Waterbury.
Well, Mark, Aaron, the hope is here in the Brass City that these communities and neighborhoods are safer tonight. Police certainly believe so. More than a dozen gang members, associates, and leaders now behind bars and have been convicted recently for killing rival gang members and innocent people. It's a major gang takedown to take back.
Shit.
Oh, yeah.
12 for 12 or 18 for 8, 16 for 6. Oh, what?
Yo, that nigga on the bottom left look like an alien, bro.
He's got the Yakub look going on. That's what I was thinking.
He got that grafted third brain.
Yeah.
I need to get in contact with my handler. I need to get this one swooped up.
Take me to your leader.
He about to go create some white people in prison.
Who knew that Waterbury, Connecticut, like, Waterbury niggas is crazy, son. Waterbury off the hook, like everywhere they are, it's the same thing.
Yeah,
Waterbury, the
yo,
trenches.
man, Pleasantville somewhere is you mean? You don't want to fuck with them.
Pleasant Murderville.
I mean, it's just crazy. Waterbury.
I never even knew that was a place.
But could you imagine, like, looking for a house and shit and being like, "Oh, Waterbury, it looks like a nice town," and then you look at
21%.
How
Hey,
much?
man, you don't want to fuck with them Shire some words.
21%, son.
21%. That's a huge number.
Yeah, that's a big ass number.
Wow. So this is what you get with 21. But this is what you get. Like, god damn, and all these motherfuckers getting life.
Members and innocent people. It's a major gang takedown to take back Waterbury neighborhoods.
This case was one of the most complicated that our city has seen.
The FBI has spent 6 years trying to shut down the Brass City Syndicate called 960. Its leader, Gabriel Pulliam, and associate Julian Scott were convicted last week. For years, the gang has been killing, dealing drugs, and running an organized crime ring. FBI Special Agent Joseph Altamari has been in the thick of it.
Countless hours, years, really going through this investigation.
In 2018, Pulliam and Scott shot at a group of people, killing a young mother of 4 and paralyzing a second woman. We were there as a community mourned.
Jesus Christ. Like to kill one mother of 4 and paralyze another woman. And they was probably shooting at some dudes.
Of course. The colossal nostrils.
We demand death.
Yes.
A big bowl of sad.
And paralyzing a second woman. We were there as a community mourned. The killer's now facing life without parole. So are these 4, all in their mid-20s. They killed 2 rival gang members in 2017.
Hold on, let me see these names, man. Tajay, Zaquan, Malik, James.
20s. They killed 2 rival gang members in 2017. This is from that horrifying night. A shaken neighborhood demanded answers.
Every Connecticut resident, regardless of race,
Oh, the
ethnicity,
U.S.
or
attorney, great.
Oh my God.
Sisters be winning, man.
Why is she talking about race? What is she talking about?
Man, this cannot be a coincidence.
Yo,
I'm at a loss for words.
all these dark butts in position of power, man.
Winning, man. You talk about winning, man. They winning, Jack. And all they do is complain.
Demanded answers.
Dark butt
Every
dynasty.
Connecticut resident, regardless of race, ethnicity, or social economic status, deserves to live in a safe community.
Police claim the city is safer, that violent crime decreased the last 2 years while the FBI was taking down the ruthless gang.
I hope that they have, because it'd mean a better quality of life for the people in the surrounding area and for the children especially, to be able to, play outside and not be an innocent bystander of a crime and get hurt in any way.
Janet moved to Waterbury from England more than 50 years ago. She's upset at how much the city has changed.
You go downtown and you're looking over your shoulder. Is it the same?
Now, police say some of these
Don't go
gang
home.
members, Mark and Ever, make music videos and rap about their killings afterwards. Police say it was key evidence in putting many of these gang members away for life. We're live in Waterbury tonight. I'm Dylan Fear.
Oh, yeah, I wanted to show y'all something, man. So,
And they
everyone,
rappers too.
everybody hit the like button, man. Smash that like button, man. Salute the Pro Bowler. Can we get some people to take the $5 challenge, man? Everybody's sitting on the wall, man. Take the $5 challenge. Support the channel, man. Shit, man. Salute the Pro Bowler, man. Becoming a member, man. I should go members only, man. Shit, man. Let's see. Yeah, what we're gonna do. Yeah. Some people are absolutely out of their mind on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it's getting bad. It's getting scary, man, and embarrassing over there on Twitter, man.
What they complaining about now?
Okay, so let me do this first. This is the running back. He was shot in his head and listed in critical condition. His brother was killed. I didn't know this kid. I didn't follow Auburn last year. Only followed Colorado. This is the kid. He was a quarterback. Or was he a safety? I think he's a safety. Yeah, he was safety too in college.
Oh, look, he was fighting.
Yeah, but he laid that wood. Pause. This is him right now. This is him scoring a touchdown. Oh wow, nice move, man. All right, well, yeah, but yeah, back to regularly scheduled programming, man. So much stuff going on. All right, let's see what this sister's talking about, man.
So Africa is really pushing them people out. Y'all, I'm so happy and proud of Africa. Not only did they get them friendship, at least in Nigeria, not only did they get them friendship out of there, they told the Americans, y'all got to go too. And guess what we doing? We finna leave. I'm so proud of Africa. It's about time. Now we just need to work on South Africa, because apparently down in South Africa, they still think we in the Jim Crow era. They still think apartheid is there. But
yo, she is so uninformed.
She didn't hear about the China's belt to a some man's ass initiative.
She should go to Niger if she's so happy about it.
Yeah, these
And
niggas. Oh, go ahead, bro.
not only should she go to Niger, but she should like research these things before she goes live, man. She has no fucking clue what she's talking about. South Africa, those white people are fucking getting slaughtered.
Right.
In South Africa.
Killing boys.
Yeah, they getting fucked up. She's talking about some. They got the black people in the park, still in the park.
Shut the
Don't
fine, though.
black people, then they take over the government and start like
Yeah, the blacks
putting in all
run
these
it.
they're running
racist
shit
ass
down there.
laws and shit against
And they're
white
running
people.
it to the ground too. I mean,
They only get 8 hours of power a day.
Yeah, and that's
That's
going
all
to
you
be
need.
less than that.
That's all
Bro,
you need.
that's why you can't. I mean, this ain't for nobody, but that's why I don't listen to the sisters, bro. Because they kicking out all the gliders for what? To go back to the Stone Ages?
I'm telling you, she ain't gonna have fun.
Here's a scary thought that some people are going to have to run the nuclear power infrastructure in South Africa.
I thought they got rid of it.
You're
They
already
destroyed
seeing the
it.
results of that.
They destroyed it, I thought.
Yeah.
No, I think weapons. I don't
It
know.
eroded.
I thought they destroyed all of it, like even
Oh,
the
maybe. All
infrastructure.
right, maybe I'm mistaken then. I
Now
don't know.
everything eroded. Like they don't repair and maintain things. So however the white man leaves it, like it just if something breaks or something malfunctions, that shit just don't work no more. We just, you know what I'm saying? Like
right.
we just go around it. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I just
crazy.
don't understand when like I understand sons hate gliders, but like where's the at what point do you care about the outcomes, bro? Like I know y'all hate them, but what happens next? Like what's the plan?
Long
other
range
than-
consequence prediction isn't really exactly like.
Yeah.
You know,
We'll get there when we get there, all right, bro?
Yeah. She fine. I like her, man.
No, I definitely a raw dogger, no doubt.
they told the Americans, y'all got to go too. And guess what we doing? We finna leave. I'm so proud of Africa. It's about time. Now we just need to work on South Africa, because apparently down in South Africa, they still think we in the Jim Crow era. They still think apartheid is there.
Even though they control.
But I do know that in South Africa for many years, the Africans have been murking them European farmers, which is not good. You know, they shouldn't do that. But they tell them to leave, and then they won't leave. They're like, no, this is.
Yeah.
She's lying. She's 100% happy that they're getting killed
because she thinks that that's what they had got coming, right? For history, right?
It's all, bro. Everything is about revenge, bro. Everything.
Yeah. They deserve it. And she's a fucking moron because she doesn't understand that, like, yo,
the Sun Man is hard on his bitch, bro.
On the Mediterranean Sea and the English Channel, where there's fucking boats just fucking coming in 90 going north, full of Africans trying to get to fucking Europe.
And there's just as many Africans going through slave markets up there. Oh, and if all the glider farmers are gone from South Africa, you will have famines in South Africa within 3 years.
The fact that they don't care about that is it just shows you the type of people They
Yeah,
are,
but
bro.
But
They're
I
not,
makes a great point.
bro.
I just made an amazing point though. How this female here, like, she can't connect the dots on people going to Europe, right?
They're leaving, fleeing these countries that she's bragging about that they're kicking white people out of, which is going to make them even worse.
Right.
These people are fleeing the countries that had a few white people. Imagine how bad it's going to be in those countries when they kick all the white people out. Everybody's going to flee. So the only people going to be left is her ass if she go over there. And
Well,
some
she's not.
motherfucker with a bone in his nose
Right.
talking about
Yeah.
these
Look, she looked
motherfuckers.
dumb. She looked dumb, but she don't look that dumb to me. She
Nah,
ain't
she
gonna
ain't
go.
going over there. She definitely ain't going over there,
They
man.
always talking about how good it is that they kicking the white people out. But what about like why they never celebrate the progress Africa's making? Oh yeah, it's no fucking progress, nigga. It's the Stone Age still, bro.
Human rights too. What about human rights? Like Africans don't believe in that shit. Woman,
Fuck
don't you
no.
want to be around white people because they believe in human rights and shit,
Human
and like
rights and
women's rights and shit?
they
Human rights.
believe
I don't understand what you mean.
they believe in liberalism and fucking
Yeah,
personal
hopeless.
sovereignty and all that shit.
Yeah, you have inalienable rights.
Rights
Like
endowed by God.
literally, Joe Biden can't go shoot a homeless guy down by the fucking Greyhound sleeping in a box. He'll get in trouble for that shit. In Africa, and the fucking president or the leader, you do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Yo, son, the ego
Uh,
of a son, bro, is always gonna be the challenge.
European farmers, which is not good. You know, they shouldn't do that. But they've been telling them to leave and then they won't leave. They're like, no, this is my father's land. Like, that was stolen. Like, this is your father's land that they stole. And that's why the local Africans keep making their rounds and murking y'all. Leave. I mean, it's just clear and obvious that they don't want you. And they're like, well, if we leave, where do we go? Back to Europe. That's where back to Europe. You might not have nothing.
Yeah, but Europe is not the same Europe they left 300 years ago.
Also, South Africa will not let them leave with anything, not hardly even the clothes on their back. They would send them back without anything, even the clothes on their back if they could.
Yeah, they taking all their land. They can't keep their land and their riches. That's true.
Nothing. But you're gonna go back to Europe, baby. That's how that works.
Well, don't isn't she happy she doesn't have to worry about fucking tribal warfare?
I think that they're also making you pay to leave as well. So everything you own plus any money you have to pay, you basically be an indentured servant to get out.
Wow. Look at this fat motherfucker. He says, seeing these white people seethe as they walk by all these black people in first class is my kink.
Yo, he looked like a monster from a fucking movie or some shit. He looked
Yeah,
like
he
one of
look
them
like
Jim
that.
Henson puppets.
I just don't understand why black people like think that white people like okay, you and a couple of black people are in the first class. And now some white people are just like fuck. Like they don't believe that. They want to believe that. They want to believe that white people are thinking about them that much.
The only thing I think about some people in the airport is that every time I go to the airport without fail, there is some woman somewhere wearing some black girl excellence or fucking melanin is exceptional shirt or some shit like that. That is a
Yeah.
rule that is without fail, pretty much in my experience.
Yeah, this is just sad, man. This is sad that we just like the other day, I don't know if y'all saw it, black people are now saying that white people are bumping them in the street and walking towards them and not playing chicken with them and shit. Trying to
Wicked
see
in
if
the
they
bed.
don't move. And now this shit. It's like, what the fuck? Black people are going mad We're losing our minds, man.
Bro,
Yeah.
yo, gliders are on our minds constantly, bro.
If they're shaking their head at walking past you, it's because they're looking at the mask on your face and going, "You're crazy."
Well, I think they may be looking at more than just that, but and like it's just projection. It's all fucking projection with some people, you know,
Yeah,
generally speaking, right? Like
without a
y'all are
doubt.
doing that shit,
That's
not
Yo,
us.
yo, I saw a shirt on a Sunman that said, "I can't breathe. We're done dying," and I was just like, "Yo, we're done dying."
Nah,
Jesus Christ.
not really.
Oh, actually, I saw a shirt today that said, "I'm minding my black-owned business." I thought that was kind of
yeah.
funny, actually.
And it's
And that
hard to
same, go ahead.
and it's hard to debate with them. Like I can see if a glider doesn't even want to debate any of these talking points because sons don't care about reality, bro.
Right.
You
No,
could be like,
Think about
yo,
this.
yeah,
Think
go ahead.
about this. That person who's wearing that minding my black owned business shirt, with that shirt on, if they saw a white person wearing a minding my own white owned business, they would lose their fucking
Yeah, I
yo,
mind.
had that
yo,
same thought.
I love you, Ag. That shit is a fucking interesting point you just made, man.
Dude, they would lose their mind. They would demand that that person was fired. They would start live streaming.
Right, with their own shirt
Look,
on, with that black.
yeah, look at this shit, white man. And then they would say, yeah, Twitter, get to work. And then people would start trying to dox the guy, and they would
Yep.
definitely they find you out too. One thing about them black women on Twitter, whenever they put somebody on blast, they find out who that person is, find out where they work and shit, start calling their job, trying to get them fired. Just like they did that kid who made the monkey sounds for 3 seconds the other week. They found out
Sherlock
who he
Quisha.
was. He's an actor. He was a young actor, man. He'll never work in it. He'll never get another acting role.
That model citizen glider who's exercising his First Amendment right.
This is just crazy. Look at his thing. He's gay and shit. They, them, tired. That's his fucking. He's a doctor.
Probably
Education.
stankin'.
Tired of white people. That's what the tired is. He tired of oppression and shit. And
And he,
he tired of not being able to find the right sun man to poop on his meat.
yikes. And as a gay, unproductive, like soft tissue, like waste of space, he gets to in America, he gets to live a good life. You know what I'm saying? He gets to have a great life, ride first class. You know what I'm saying? Paint his fingernails, got the Beats by Dre's on, whatever. Probably got a decent life, and only in
Wow.
America.
He probably a
Only in America.
DEI professor somewhere.
Yeah. Let me read the comments,
Man,
man.
you're on fire right now. You're on fire, dude. That shit
Let me
is
see what the
crazy.
comments are, man. Let's see what the comments are, man. Salute, man. Everybody hit the like button, support the channel via PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat. Salute to R. Dent, man. My man R. Dent, man. Ock Nation Hall of Famer, man. Coming through, man. Salute to you, man. He says, $5 challenge. Salute the whole nation. Shout out to you, man. Salute to Gene B, man. Gene B in the building, man. Let's see what these people talking about. This guy says, trust me, not one white person gives a damn you're in first class. I think you're more amazed how no one really cares outside of your phone screen. So you make it a deal by posting it here. Black people seem to think less of themselves than white people think of them. That's true, man. Wow, that is true. I would be seething not because you're black or in first class, but because I hate when morbidly obese people call themselves doctors. It's all in your head. They aren't thinking about you. I didn't know Spirit Airlines had first class. Damn. Nah, all people of all colors are miffed when an obese person wearing a mask is drinking a soft drink. Shit, yeah, these people are fucking roasting his ass. Damn. Wasn't what he was expecting, man.
What is there to be mad about? It's fucking weird, bro.
And then the crazy part is like that white person hasn't lived a whole life, 365 days a year, year after year, and seen plenty of sun people. Like that, he doesn't know that person's like a traveling businessman, a salesman that's on planes all the time, or somebody that's always on planes and always sees black people in first class. He just wrapped up in his own self where he's in first class and he hates white people and he's projecting. He's like, these white people mad. Really, what he want to let everybody know is I'm in first class.
Basically.
Yeah, he's stunting.
Yeah, he's stunting. But also, white's got to catch a stray.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like normal.
Wow, damn.
Ain't nobody thinking about this fat motherfucker. Ain't nobody even cut their eyes at him.
I mean, if I had to stop and think, goddamn son word, for every black person that I saw that was doing pretty well in life, like I couldn't do anything else. I don't,
Yeah.
don't have all the time for that. But I do think, God, I hope they don't ask him to leave the plane.
Oh God, that's not gonna be good, man. Not good at all, man. It's so much stuff. Oh, here we go. Africans selling Africans in the Congo to work in the mines.
Whoa.
What the fuck?
Holy
I wonder
shit.
how much they cost. How much do you think they go for?
In Congolese money, I would probably say, not much.
I can't imagine it's too expensive, you know?
Nah, these motherfuckers are going to work in like cobalt mines or some shit. These are grunts, but these are slaves because it's basically slave labor over there.
Would
And
you
these
say like
people,
$150, $150 per head, or that's too much?
I think it would be less than that, man. In Africa,
Holy
that's the
shit.
price if they brought them over here. You got to remember, in Africa, that's the wholesale, man. Africa's the wholesale.
Yeah, you get wholesale prices over it. They got the slaves for the low over there.
Yeah, man. The whole
They'll
trade
price match them
depends on
some
that.
words.
You get one.
This is what happened. This is what happened. This is how we got here. We're reverting. We're kicking the white people out, and we're reverting back to how it was with no white people with it.
Oh, the white man had to fight you niggas to not sell your own people.
Yep.
Still do.
Yep.
This is who we are, bro.
Don't be shocked if a glider goes. I know to the Congo right now as we speak to stop this.
Bro, wasn't the richest African a slave trader?
Yeah, Massa Musa.
Bro, this is
Oh
this
yeah,
is the
Tipu
type
T
of
too.
bro. We're this type of people, bro. This practice has endured for thousands of years, bro.
Thousands since the beginning of time. This is like part of our DNA, man. This is
We don't have a concept of human rights, bro. Like the fact that sons can't even grasp that over here is mind-boggling, bro. It's like, nigga, all this shit that we complain about human rights and civil rights and fucking white privilege, bro. You can't complain about that over here. That's just what it is.
The human right to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, man, you got the king of the village, and that nigga, whatever he say goes, bro. That's it.
Wow. Wow. We are savages. Look at this shit, man. I mean, look at this scene, man. This shit is, it just takes you as a window into the past. Like, this is what they looked like before they got on those boats, man. Wow. Unbelievable, man. Absolutely unbelievable. And they celebrate, like over there, man, being a slave trader, being from the family of a slave trader,
Have,
is, yeah.
having the status to be able to pull this off. It's like over here, bro. The more barbaric and like the less you value human life, the more status you have, bro.
You take the
Yep.
cops away in any major city with a
Damn.
major black population, and you're only like a year away from this.
Yeah.
Yeah, not far, not far. You remove the
New
white man
Orleans
because
would
the
be
what?
like this within a year.
Yeah, the white man is the one who prevents that. Like, because once you remove him, like human rights are his thing. Because the Arabs don't have human rights. I don't know if the Native Americans or the Aztecs and the Inca, I don't know if they had human rights. I don't think they did.
The Aztecs was sacrificing niggas and shit.
Yeah, they didn't have human rights. Human rights are a white thing, and it's not all whites. It's like white society. So it's not every single white, but when they create societies, that's one of the things they
But
offer you.
did they used to have human rights? I mean, the Dark Ages, they describe them as pretty brutal, don't they?
Yeah,
Like,
and in those days, the monarchies and stuff,
right.
they didn't have, you had serfdom, but they still had human rights for their the knight class, the aristocracy. Like in Africa, nobody got human rights except the king, man. You know what I'm saying?
You,
That's
you
it.
know, I wonder, and we all know that the liberals and the hotels would say some delusional shit, but I wonder what they would say to this video. Like how are they gonna blame the gliders for this? Because you know they are.
Easy. They're gonna say that the gliders created the climate for it with the by the building the mines and shit, and fucking
Colonialism.
yeah. They're
Yeah,
gonna
but
definitely blame gliders
that's
for
the one
this,
thing
man.
gliders didn't invent, slavery, right?
No, they gonna say they say gliders didn't invent slavery, but they invented dun 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 chattel slavery. Like that's the
Modern
most
day.
evil slavery that ever happened
Yeah,
on the planet.
Lord, was it?
right.
So they didn't invent slavery. They just invented the worst, most brutal, dehumanizing form of slavery.
Yeah, they invented the one where you get to have a wife and a family and shit
Yeah,
and
that's
raise
the
offspring.
that,
I
they
mean
invented
this.
the one where you get to fucking multiply your population by like tenfold.
Exactly.
Yo, I mean, if I was a sun person in America, I would see this act and I would immediately stand up and sing the national anthem.
Start whistling Dixie.
My
Goddamn.
country tis. I'm
Let me show
telling
you
you.
this though. Listen, this in Nigeria they celebrate this woman, man. This woman, she was this woman right here, Tinubu. She's very celebrated in there in that. Hold on.
God
Like
damn.
Harriet Tubman.
Oh shit.
She was the wealthiest woman in Yoruba land. She was born in 1810. She's Yoruba land that's my tribe. That's my
Nigeria.
tribe, the Yorubas, man. That's southwest Nigeria. The Yorubas. In her prime, she was a business tycoon. She held political power and was a prominent in her community in colonial and pre-colonial Nigeria.
Mm. Even back then, the sis was killing it.
She learned business and marketing skills from her mother and grandmother.
How to buy slaves and sell them.
The
Salute to the
skills
sister.
transferred to her by the women in her life paved the way to her economic
And the
success.
slaves transferred to her.
Slave trading.
However, her ultimate success came in the 1830s. So that's 1830s, that's 30 years before slavery's outlawed in the United States, when she utilized
slaves,
her husband's connections, and began successful business empire in trading salt, tobacco, and slaves. Her husband, Adeli Ajosun, I gotta give the Nigerians credit, man. They kept good. At least they kept their history together, man. At least they know their history. Unlike many Africans, was exiled Oba King of Lagos. That's the city I was born in. I was born in Lagos. After her husband's passing in 1837, she began selling firearms during the height of the Yoruba War in the 1840s and 1850s.
Death merchant.
So she moved slaves, guns, drugs. Sounds familiar.
Wow.
In the mid 1840s, she expanded her business empire to include the sale of cotton, coconut oil, and palm oil.
So
And shea butter.
She switched the hustle up from slaves to cocoa butter.
Nah, she ain't never stopped selling slaves. Madame Tinubu was also recognized for her massive input in slave trading with Europeans. Tinubu was born into a society where slavery was a norm.
Wait, where have I heard that argument before?
It was the norm. In Africa, that shit wasn't looked at. Like,
It was the norm in the
One
U.S.
thing-
at that time too.
one thing black people in America don't understand, and they got mad at what's that girl? What's her name? Lupita. Because Lupita said she didn't know she belonged to a race called black till she came to America.
Oh yeah,
Because in
son.
these countries, everybody's black. There is no concept of black. It's your tribe. It's your tribe. You know what I'm saying? Like when they talk about Nigerians being wealthy in America, they're talking about the Igbo people. That's another tribe, the Igbo land. They're the wealthiest. They have a higher household income than white people. The Igbos.
Land.
Yeah. But they're a different tribe. This one was part of the Yoruba tribe. The Igbos and the Yoruba, they don't like each other. They fought many wars over the years. African slavery system was different to the transatlantic slavery system led by Europeans.
The Europeans got the evil slavery.
It sounds like Rwanda. Everything you just described sounds like Rwanda, with the Tutsis and whatever the fuck, the Tutsis.
Oh yeah,
it sounds like
Hutus and
everything you just
Tutsis.
talked about.
Yeah, definitely. Hacking people to death. They killed all those people with machetes too. The transatlantic slave trade was run through a chattel system, meaning, and this is the craziest part, meaning slaves were treated as non-human like properties that can be bought and sold and inherited. Yo, what the fuck is the difference between that and
That's what I'm, bro. I hate when niggas try to they gas up chattel slavery so hard, bro.
No, I mean, come on now. Tinubu, she practiced her slavery like grandmammy used to do it in the good old fashioned way. Where you just kill them all at the end.
The right way.
What was so brutal about the white man's slavery, bro?
Nothing.
Y'all niggas gotta really don't just say it was worse. Cause chattel, nigga, what is the actual evidence that it was worse than any other version of slavery, bro?
None.
Yikes.
Pictured white man letting a bunch of Sun men keep their balls. Pause.
Right, exactly. Now that's not. You can't shake a stick at that, man.
No.
No pun
Right.
intended.
You get to just say chattel, and then we all supposed to just pearl clutch together like, oh shit,
Right.
so bad.
Look at this lie. On the other hand, West African slaves were viewed as human beings. Some people became slaves to pay. Shut the fuck up, man. This is horse shit. Off debts, and some would later become a member of their master's family. Slaves in Africa had rights and didn't remain slaves their entire lives. Shut the fuck up. According to history, John Henrik Clark, he's a fucking grifter. I knew about him back in the 80s. This guy's a fucking grifter. Madame Tinubu made it her life's mission to stop African selling each. Yo, this is the biggest lie. Let me show you this. This is all that is a fucking lie. That woman never did that, man. That woman was a fucking animal.
A regular Tipu T.
She was an animal.
Statue of Ifeanyi Tinubu.
They have a statue
And-
to her in Nigeria.
Wow.
An important figure in Nigeria.
That's her Sun men catching net.
She was a powerful woman and known as something of a kingmaker. She's a great heroine to modern Nigerians, and the statue stands in Abeokuta in Nigeria. She was also a slave trader.
And that's known, right? That she was a slave trader.
That's what that shit, that little video that I just showed you, that was definitely not made by Africans. Like that guy John Henry Clark, he's an American. They love the fact that she was a slave trader over there. Salute to Robert, not to be confused with Latoya Destroyer.
No relation.
No relation, man. Let's see, man. This woman was an animal. She was a savage, man. Salute to yeah, salute to you, man. My man Robert. Man, bro, man. Salute, man. Appreciate you, man. What we got here? Aster J says, so the British will have ended African slavery again. Damn, ain't that some shit? Cause yeah, the UN or got Catholic charities or goddamn Red Cross will go into the Congo and make them niggas stop that shit.
Just about the whole world has tried at one point or the other, but black people just won't give slavery up.
Damn.
Make sure you guys leave some messages in the comments. You know, Juneteenth is coming up. I know that so many African Americans and progressive whites are so excited to celebrate the fraudulent holiday that claims that this is the day that all African Americans were given their freedom from slavery. Then I guess December 18th is nothing. But anyway, December 18th, 1865, go look it up. You'll find out what it means if you go look it up. But what I did discover, you guys know how much I love history. You know I love black history. I learned about this chick over the weekend, and I got some questions. Check this out.
Hey people, it's Niles Jokey. Now, before I begin, I'm going to say this isn't a story that we usually cover because I wouldn't think it important enough. But there are things that have been happening recently, such as the statues being torn down in America, the Akon comments, and the last year's year of return in Ghana to make the story relevant. So this is from Face to Face Africa. This is about Madame Ifeanyi Tinubu. And I'm going to add in a caveat to the title, the repentant Nigerian slave trader who helped abolish the practice in the 1800s. I'm going to discuss that in a little bit. Her full name is Ifeanyi Osun Tinubu or Lomosa, but she's popularly known as Madame Ifeanyi Tinubu. She lived between 1810 and 1887. Today, a massive statue of her stands proudly in Lagos State, and the life of this powerful Yoruba slave trader and political activist is both shamed and celebrated.
Hey, I want you guys to meet a woman who you guys may not have ever heard of. Her name is Efuroye Tinubu. I'm probably pronouncing that all wrong. Forgive me. She was a politically significant figure in Nigerian history because of her role as a powerful aristocrat and slave trader in pre-colonial and colonial Nigeria. Tinubu was born in the Ajokodo forest of Egbaland. Her father's name was Alumosa. She was allegedly of Owu ancestry, either through her maternal or paternal side. Madam Tinubu was reported, as she became known in Nigeria, was reportedly married multiple times. And one of the ways that she became so wealthy is she exploited many of the Adele's connections, which Adele was she married the exile Oba Adele Ojosun in 1833. She exploited his connections, and then she
these videos are terrible, man. These people are horrible, man, at YouTube, man. But yeah, anyway, she's got a statue of herself. Statue in Nigeria.
díẹ̀ lára ìtàn ìgbésí ayé màmá Ẹfúnróyè.
She's a very powerful woman out there, man. Let me just say, she's a very beloved woman.
Salute to Big Mama Tinubu.
Yeah, she is like a hero. Okay, she's a hero. They're asking. It says throughout the 19th century, Britain's Royal Navy fought ferociously to suppress slave trade in Africa. It was not an easy task because for many Black Africans, the slave trade was a long established and lucrative business, and great resentment was felt against the British for trying to abolish it. This ill feeling was particularly high in that part of West Africa, which we know today as Nigeria.
So that was the white supremacy of the day.
Yeah, exactly. That was their grievance. In the wake of the Black Lives Matter protests, which were seen in Britain and the United States in the summer of 2020, statues of those who were supposed by protesters to be involved in the transatlantic slave trade were defaced or pulled down. In Britain, such a statue in the port of Bristol, once an important city in the transatlantic slave trade, was toppled and then thrown into the harbor. Just like the one in Columbus. They did a Columbus statue like that and threw it in the ocean. I forgot where it was. There were also demands that the statue of Cecil Rhodes, a 19th century imperialist, was removed from the front of the building of Oxford University. Needless to say, nobody at the time wished to be reminded of the part which Black Africans themselves played in the slave trade, nor of their tenacious determination to continue buying and selling slaves. All the blame was heaped solely and exclusively upon white people. There were those, though, who raised an eyebrow at the enthusiasm for the destruction of statues, and they wondered why this did not extend to Africa itself. In Lagos is a city square which is named after a woman called Ephraim Tinubu. Ephraim Tinubu. They're so proud of her over there too. I'm talking about they love this woman, man. Called Ephraim, a statue of her stands in the town of Abeokuta. This statue is interesting because it commemorates 19th century Yoruba woman who was something of a kingmaker. She is very famous in Nigeria, not least for the fact that much of her wealth came from the slave trade. This was not in the modern sense that perhaps her great grandfather had owned shares in the company which had a commercial interest in the Caribbean, but rather that she herself bought and sold slaves and by doing so made a fortune. This is such a curious story that it might be worth relating it here. Before doing so, we must observe that in no time have any Nigerians ever appeared to be ashamed of or embarrassed about the statue of the slave trader. On the contrary, they are proud of her.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's yeah, you're correct conclusion there. And this wringing our hands about how come they're not upset about the statue? The reaction there is fuck. Why would we give up our statue? The fuck. Like
they like, yo, we love our
this
slave
is a
traders.
pointless exercise in like yeah, they're not gonna give up their I'm surprised they didn't have a fucking statue. Like, it's totally beyond the point.
Bro,
Good.
asking some people to be consistent in their belief systems
Right.
is like mission impossible, bro. It's no
You're at
point at
failure
all,
at
bro.
stage one there. Like you've not even left the launch pad.
Asking them to be consistent logically across the board, like it's no
Yeah.
point, bro.
In 1851, the British Navy shelled Lagos as part of their effort to stamp out slavery in Africa. The following year, a formal treaty was signed in which the kings and chiefs of Nigeria agreed that they would no longer tolerate the practice in areas under their control. There was a great reluctance on the part of many people in this part of Africa to give up what they regarded as a time-honored and traditional occupation. Afun Roye Tinubu was one of those who felt that the treaty was an infringement on her rights. She was challenged about this and mounted a spirited defense of her actions. On one occasion during her final sojourn to Abeokuta, that's the city where she got a statue, she was alleged to have sold a young boy into slavery and brought before the local potentate for judgment. Her evidence before Ogudipe Alatise, the local leader over the matter, is worth remembering. She said, I have a large household and I must feed them well. I need money to do that. That's why I have to buy and sell slaves.
This is such an inspiring story.
She had to do what she had to do.
On another occasion, Tinubu was told that she really had to free all the remaining slaves in her possession. Instead, she tried to sell them to a trader called Domingo Martinez. When she felt that he was trying to cheat her, she said, and nobody doubted her word, that she would sooner drown the 20 men and women whom she was haggling about than sell them at a too low price.
Damn.
Savage.
She said, I need full price for these niggas.
Wow, I'll fucking drown them. Fuck what you got.
The practice of slavery and the trade in captive humans was flourishing among Africans in the 19th century. In fact, many of them felt indignant at the idea of being forced to free slaves and to stop buying and selling them in the future. This is why Madame Tinubu is regarded in Nigeria as something of a heroine for her resistance to British influence, which led to a statue being erected to her in the town of Abeokuta, where she spent a large part of her life. It's amusing to note that with all the fuss about statues in Britain with links to the slave trade, Nobody in Nigeria has ever seemed in the least inclined to deface Tinubu's statue, let alone call for its removal. That she traded in slaves in common knowledge, but it has not diminished her standing in the modern country. There's
Yep.
something more than a little bizarre about the fact that black Africans are proud of their slave traders, and yet we in this country are ashamed of our own. The history of slavery in West Africa is immensely complicated, and to reduce it, as liberal and progressive people in Britain and America invariably do, to quite literally a question of black and white is a grotesque distortion of history.
Is it that complicated? Or is it niggas trying to get money?
I mean,
Yeah.
here's what we learned today. There is no greater resistance to the ending of the slave trade than by African black people.
Yep. So much so that the woman who resisted the most got a statue.
She was the original Big Mama.
Big Mama House.
And now today, like, look at all these people. These people are like people that will have lives, that were born, that probably had families before they was basically like, shit. These are people, individuals. And just think about how many came over, like, because Brazil got like 70% of the slaves, but Americans got a lot. We got like 500,000 slaves.
Got like 5%, I think it was. The other 25% went to the Caribbean.
Deadly
Caribbean
5%.
and Brazil. Yeah.
It did. You know, we're seeing the effects of that 5%. The fucking
telling you,
ancestors
man.
can never be forgiven for the crime.
That was the fatal mistake.
Let's see the comments, man. Let's see the comments, man. What these some people talking about in here, man. This comments, man. Excuse me. It says to support and provide goods for white-owned companies. Africans selling Africans to work for white-owned diamond mines.
Yo, you
Tell
called
the
it,
whole
bro.
story.
That's
People show
because
you-
the black people own nothing there.
That they would have tried this crap on my ancestors 400 years ago, they would have been looking like the picture below. My people did not come from Africa. Yeah, this nigga.
Oh my no.
Yeah, you already know.
Yo.
We
Bro,
was
don't tell
here.
me it's the FBA nigga, man.
Think about his logic. His logic is, and if they did, I'd still be out there today. That's think about that.
80 IQ, bro.
If his people came from, if his people really came from Africa, he would be out there today.
Yes. Because migration and movement of peoples is just that's not a thing. That's a meme, bro.
No, he's saying he would, not his people. He would still be out there, which is even more mind-boggling.
Yeah, this is
But his people were, you know, evolved and developed in America before whites ever reached
These
it.
his people. This is his people. He
my god.
Right here in India.
This is people.
I know you got a lot of that in South Korea, in New Orleans, right? A lot of fake Indians, right?
They got one group of that in every fucking state, in every Gulf Coast region, Atlantic Coast, Gullah Geechee, Maroons, whatever the fuck.
Niggas the biggest culture
If
of
he had
never that.
if he had been in Africa, he wouldn't be alive today because his people were enslaved.
His whole
and
bloodline would
been
have ended
killed.
thousands of years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Man. Oh. Man.
Freaked out.
Yeah.
I didn't know that African people invented scalping, though. That's interesting.
Yeah, man. It's crazy, man. Man.
We can't even really get into this shit. Because these niggas don't record history, bro. We
Right.
don't know how fucking bad these shit really was. Like, that's the
Yo,
one
what happened
thing.
10 years ago? Oh, shit, man. Nobody wrote it down.
Yeah, nobody record. Like, we don't know how fucking barbaric. All we have is the white man when he got there, and he
Negroes
said
in
that shit
Negro
was,
land.
huh?
Negroes in Negro land.
Yeah, that's all we got. And that shit
Yeah.
was fucking horrific, bro. These niggas was
Yeah.
sacrificing hundreds of people a day and all that shit. That shit was
Yeah, you sacrifice a lot of people so you can eat. Like, it's easier to feed a smaller population when you don't produce efficiently. So these Africans, they don't produce food efficiently. They don't, like, for instance, when the Europeans colonized Africa, they had to make a rule that if you, because the way the Africans, palm oil, the way the
yeah.
Africans will make palm oil, because the palms are at the top. It's a big tree where the palms are at the top, right? The way Africans would harness the palms, they would cut the whole tree down and get the palms. And the Europeans came over there, and they could never understand why they didn't just go up there and get the palms and let the tree continue to produce, because it takes a long time for a palm tree to grow to full height and produce. Like, it takes like 20 years. So they would be like, why would they just cut it down? Why wouldn't they just go pick them off and then let them grow back every year? You know what I'm saying? So
They're afraid of
they got,
heights.
yeah, they got tired of them doing that, right? So um they made it a capital punishment to cut down a palm tree, and that
That's
stopped it.
White supremacy.
Because when you see that lady, when they talked about she sold palm oil, they cut the whole tree down to get the palms.
Slashed and burned their way across the
Yeah,
palm forests.
the most
yeah.
inefficient way possible.
To get like a barrel, you got to cut down like 20 trees to get like a barrel of palm oil and shit.
And then, like, they leave the detritus and all the waste, and the land is unusable for anything else.
Oh yeah, they not gonna use the wood because they
Oh
make
no, I'm
mud
sure
huts.
they plant a tree for everyone they cut down.
Breonna Taylor, she was not an EMT. She was fired in 2017, and everything else you know the rest. You know the rest. If you checked out my thing, she was
Damn, man.
fired in 2017.
Yeah, your videos on that led me to your channel.
Yeah, make sure you support the channel via PayPal, Cash App, or the Super Chat, man. And hit the like button. Everyone who just came in here, hit the like button. Every single one of you that's in here right now, hit the damn like button. Whether you're watching on Rumble, we got 500 watching. Take the $5 challenge. Support the channel via PayPal, Cash App, or Super Chat. We will get back into the fuckery, man.
Or black business.
Yeah, exactly, man. Support black business, man.
The original Black Wall Street was, selling some people and chopping down palm trees.
Yeah. I may need to do a Rumble show soon, man, because there's a lot of shit I want to show y'all. We have to do a Rumble show soon, man. Be on the lookout for that. Rumble
Yo,
only.
I like how niggas we could culturally appropriate all these other motherfuckers shit, but we won't own our slave trading past, bro. Why we don't want to be, why we don't be like, yo, we was the top slave traders, bro?
Yeah, best in class in humanity.
We were so good that, like, the white man didn't have to hunt. Like, this whole thing of them coming over and hunt. First of all, people don't understand one thing. Before the invention of quinine, which is a drug that helps
Anti-malarial.
resist malaria. Before the
Precursor
invention
of
of
hydroxychloroquine.
before quinine, white men couldn't survive in Africa. So, like, they couldn't go in there and get the slaves, man, because they had these mosquitoes that would bite you and make you fucking like just incapacitate you, man. And it was very rampant then. But then once quinine was invented, and that's when you get Stanley and Livingston. Stanley Livingston, and what's the other guy who crossed Africa?
That also led to being able to go into India too.
Yeah, once you
They had port cities that they would go to and trade, but they weren't going into the interior until after they had quinine.
Exactly. So white people couldn't even enter these places because they had no immunity to the mosquitoes. We have immunity via sickle cell. Like sickle cell is a trait that evolved to counteract those mosquitoes. We have that, the sickle cell trait. Not necessarily like the kind that makes you real sick, but the trait helps you. You're still gonna get sick, but you're not gonna be like completely. You're not gonna like die. White people died, so they had to be on the coast of Africa and wait for the slaves to be brought to them. So that like until 1950. So that's the we abolished slavery in 1965.
Eventually, our unabated hunger for melanin drove us to technological solutions to the mosquito problem.
Yeah, and that's interesting too, because y'all fixed the problem that we had for eons. That's crazy, man. Just y'all having to deal with it. Y'all problem solvers. Y'all are problem solvers. That's what y'all do. Y'all solve problems.
Yeah, we can't solve this one here in America, though.
Nah, man. Well, you can. I mean,
you can.
Maybe, but it doesn't look like it's gonna happen.
I don't think they want to be honest.
Yeah, on the whole, I don't think so.
Well,
I mean,
we
have
figured out how to solve the problem in the Congo when King Leopold was there.
King Leopold never set foot in the Congo. He just ran it from Belgium. He never
I
set
agree.
foot
I
in
mean, I think that's Belgium's got some people to put the beat down on some people. Like
exactly.
That's what it takes.
Solution.
Don't nobody know how to do a sun man like a sun man. Pause.
Exactly. I mean, you can't do any better.
Facts.
Guns. They stole her car.
Scene straight from a scary movie playing out in Midtown.
A woman carjacked by thieves in ghost masks, made popular by the horror movie Scream. News 4's Dylan Brown is on Crime Watch.
We're in the middle of May, but it's something from a Halloween horror movie. A woman leaving the collective here in downtown Oklahoma City went to her vehicle. She was approached by 3 men in Scream masks with guns. They stole her car and took off.
Getting crazy out here.
Oklahoma City police are looking for 2 of 3 suspects after a late-night armed robbery at a highly popular parking lot off Northwest 10th and Harvey.
An affidavit alleges that a woman walking to her car after coming back from the collective kitchen late at night went to her vehicle when out of nowhere, 3 men in Scream masks approached her, stole her keys, stole her vehicle, and took off. Officers would see the suspect and the stolen vehicle near a gas station at Southeast 15th and High Avenue. How they saw the suspect is because they were still wearing the Scream masks while they were pumping gas in the stolen vehicle. They would take off with this on a high-speed chase.
They would get away, but a week later, her vehicle found and returned to her.
Police were able to work off a video there in the area of the original robbery incident.
Surveillance footage leading police to Alexander Williams and his car, a gun and ammo, along with costume.
I was just saying, Sons would have just been being shiesty masks.
Yeah, that's a lot of work for.
Yeah,
It's a goddamn Jesus. I don't even know what the fuck you call this. This is Jesus right here.
Christ
bro.
right there.
Motherfucking Christ pulling up on niggas now.
Jesus is king, as we like to say around here.
He came back from the dead to carjack bitches.
Yeah.
On the third.
He rose on the 3rd day and
Say, give me your keys, bitch.
Dude.
he brought 2 of his disciples with him too.
And they had shiesties on.
Salute to M Chisholm. M Chisholm, man. Shout out to you, man. Yeah, man, that dude do kind of look like Jesus. He looked like a mix between Jesus and Keith Stone, man.
Boy, Peter and Paul with him. Get some shit cracking.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to this guy, man.
Jesus.
We were waiting for you all night, man. Pause. This goddamn white criminal, man. We was waiting for this. It only took a few hours, man.
Robbery incident.
Surveillance footage leading police to Alexander Williams. In his car, a gun and ammo, along with costume items matching what was worn that night. As for the other two, police still searching. What's your reaction to that when you hear something like that?
They need to be put in jail.
Those who use the parking lot.
Oh, so now she believes in jail.
They need to be put in jail.
Those who use the parking lot daily, shocked. Do you ever experience anything like that in this parking lot?
No, never.
3 people in screen. That's crazy.
No, it's all really good people around here. Like
Juice Crew. You got Juice Crew here, and you got goddamn Booty Juice Crew right here. God damn, man. Fucking freaks, man.
Thoughts kinky like his hair.
Parking lot daily, shocked. Do you ever experience anything like that in this parking lot?
no, never.
3 people in screen. That's crazy.
No, it's all really good people around here. Like, and for the most that I know of.
I would get in my car and lock it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would do.
In Oklahoma City, Dylan Brown, Oklahoma's News 4.
Oh, man.
A UPS
Thing is,
driver
getting in
is
your
shot
car
and
and
killed
locking
in
it
the
would
middle
probably
of the
work
day
with
while
that one. Not with Sons, though. They'll shoot you.
A UPS driver is shot and killed in the middle of the day while out on his normal route in an industrial complex in Irvine.
Witnesses heard the gunshots, saw the shooter, and tried to help that driver, but it was too late. KTLA's Chris Wolf live in Irvine with the latest on a developing story tonight. Chris.
Yeah, Micah and Shares, as you said, this is an industrial area. The UPS truck and the victim's body are still out here on the scene, not far behind me. This has been a very long and painstaking investigation since that UPS driver was shot dead around 3 this afternoon.
As I zoom in here, we got a flashbang going on here.
A deadly shooting, an explosive standoff with the murder suspect. This was a fateful Thursday in Irvine. It all started around 3 p.m. in an industrial pocket not far from a popular shopping mall, Irvine Spectrum Center. Business owners and employees tell us their regular UPS delivery man was parked along the curb on a lunch break. He was in the driver's seat, the door wide open, when another man pulled up in a pickup truck and shot the UPS driver with a barrage of bullets.
Damn.
One man working nearby says he thought he was hearing a jackhammer, which he later learned was rapid gunfire.
The driver of the suspect vehicle never got out of the car, just reached across the passenger seat and shot the driver through the window.
Investigators say nothing was stolen, and this appears to be a targeted hit and not a robbery turned deadly. Irvine police officers first on the scene pulled the victim out of the truck and tried to revive him, but he was already gone.
We know that these were Sons, man. This was Sons, the son of it, man. Shit, man. Make sure you hit the like buttons. Give me a city, man. We do a city before we get out of here. I'm so fucked. I haven't slept since last night. When I got off here last night, what was it, like 4 or 5 in the morning?
It was 5 a.m., bro.
I didn't even sleep because my daughter got up. By the time I washed the dishes and shit and cleaned up the kitchen and went upstairs, my daughter was up. And my son. It was up at like 6 o'clock, man. I was like, oh shit. Then I just fucking stayed up all day and shit. Now I'm fucking tired, man. We do one city, man, before we get out of here, man. Give me a city, man. Give me a city, man.
I don't know.
Support the channel via PayPal, Cash App, or Super Chat. Hit the like button on whatever platform you're watching on.
Let's say in honor of Wicked, go to Albuquerque. Get some
In honor of Wicked.
Humbrito crime.
You can never know, man. We down there too, man. So
Damn,
don't
this
just
niggas
assume.
in Albuquerque.
Oh yeah,
You, at least.
we're everywhere, man. We're everywhere. Let's see.
Umbrella crime is just random rapes.
Albuquerque, it's a 50-50 shot.
Wow.
Security video shows the moment a group of young thieves crash a stolen car into a gas station and ransack that store after getting inside. News 13's Jessica Barron spoke with the owner of that stolen car and has the video that shows it all happen.
It made me sick to my stomach because all these were kids.
A car crashing into the front doors of a gas
right.
station convenience store
looks like
before
some
4
fighters.
teenagers can be seen running inside. It all happened at the
They don't
Daily
even know
Needs
what the
convenience
fuck they're
store on
doing.
Indian School around 2:30 this morning. The owner of the stolen car says she was shocked when police
They
called
did
her.
all this to get some cigarettes. God damn, man. Tore the whole fucking door.
She was shocked when police called her.
And he asked if I gave permission to anyone to use my car. I said no, and that's when I realized it was gone.
Them Jordan, them fake Jordans. Look at this Jordan compared to this one, man. It's some bootleg Jordans, man. That Jordan look lean and all. This one, them, quality control, man. What the fuck?
The victim is a single mother who wanted to remain anonymous for fear of retaliation. She
Single
says when she
mom.
arrived on scene, she couldn't believe her eyes.
I was heartbroken because, again, this is my only mode of transportation. And to see how my car was used was heartbreaking because I work so hard for what I have.
In the video, you can see the suspects crash the car into the store, back up, and then crash into it a second time. Then 4 teenagers can be seen walking inside, then jumping over the counters to take alcohol and cigarettes.
Wow.
I think we should be compassionate for these kids because they're only doing this because they don't have like entertainment and shit to do 100% of the time.
Yeah,
in
they
their
need
life.
a rec center.
Video game arcade.
Midnight basketball.
Yeah, these are some boring ass gliders.
Midnight lacrosse.
Oh yeah,
boring, man.
midnight table tennis.
Here we
A man who originally faced criminal charges for a fight inside a Northeast Albuquerque bowling alley is off the hook. Now he's claiming he was wrongfully accused and he's suing. News 13's Annalisa Pardo explains.
A night of family fun turns into violence.
We were telling them to leave. We're telling them to leave.
Video from the February night at Main Event just off I-25 on Montgomery shows words being exchanged. A security officer punching someone later identified as Antoine Morris and others jumping in. According to court documents, some bowlers were telling minors in the next lane to stay out of their lane. As the dispute escalated, the manager told the security guard to intervene. The security guard is seen punching Morris, which he says he did preemptively to protect himself, and then accidentally hit Morris's wife.
He had bald fists. He took a crouching stand, very aggressive. So that's when I hit him.
So you thought when he did that, you thought that he was going to
fight.
A man who had a cut on his face also claimed Morris had hit him on the face with a piece of glass. And that's why Morris was initially charged with aggravated battery.
That's when he stabbed you? Yeah, he with the glass.
But the district attorney's office says the video
Oh,
doesn't back
shit.
that up. The DA has since dropped the charges, telling News 13 after further review, the evidence does not support the charge. The DA says what can be seen is Morris throwing a drink at a man and setting the container down on a table. And evidence points to the man getting injured in the, quote, subsequent melee. Morris now suing Main Event, the security guard, Albuquerque police, and the alleged victim. In the lawsuits claiming the alleged victim lied to police and calling out APD's investigation. Annalisa Pardo, KRQE, News 13.
Oh God, everywhere you go.
Damn.
Looks like the investigation did what it was supposed to do. It took him, on the witness statement. It looked at the video and said, "Oh my, this isn't right," and then released you.
Yeah, but it was
That was a glider that they were trying to detain. The glider threw. I think what happened there is the glider made a very poor decision to throw a drink in. It looked like a family of Sun people.
Hell
In their
no.
face, and then he got whooped. And then the guy who was whooping his ass told the police that he got stabbed by him
And he
and was
got
lying
called
his
the
ass
Sun
off.
word.
Yeah, exactly. So things are adding up there.
He called me a nigger, officer.
Yeah, man.
A Hobbs man who killed his pregnant girlfriend and shot her 2-year-old daughter will spend more than 50 years behind bars. In September of 2021, Stephen Samrith shot and killed his girlfriend with 2 small children nearby at the Avalon Cove Apartments east of Broadway. Police say one of the children was also found with a gunshot wound to the face. She did survive. After the shooting, Samrith turned the gun on himself, but he survived the suicide attempt.
Oh, that's why I said
Found guilty
like
of
that.
murder, 2 counts of child abuse, and felon in possession of
So
a
just
firearm.
help him finish the job here. God damn.
This whole ass nigga couldn't even kill himself.
What are we talking about?
Albuquerque is fucking a beacon of diversity with this crime, man.
Yeah, man.
It's pretty wholesome. Very inclusive. When you have less Sun people, you got more room for everybody else to commit the kind of crimes that they want to commit.
Yeah, man.
You have less of it though.
Well, yeah, but still, I mean that was a given anyway. Like,
Yeah, less Sun people, it brings the baseline like
whether you have a society of hombreros or a society of gliders, you're gonna have less crime than a society of Sun people.
Yeah,
we the top. We're the goats of crime, man.
It's not
A
gun
day
violence,
after a
none of that
shooting
shit.
in the middle of a high school graduation.
Oh shit!
The number one constant is Sun people.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. Yeah, guys, I'm about to pass the fuck out, man.
Damn.
Let me get some sleep, man.
All right, night
Out
out.
of here, man.
Let a brother sleep, man.
Same bad time. Same black time. Out of here. Peace out.
Peace.